Alrighty, that should do the trick. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Dinosaurs, where we will take the entire episode to move from point A to point B and pictorially describe the food that Herg makes. Thank
I'm
you for
still
tuning
not
in.
sure about the dinosaurs.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's cooking episode of Dungeons and Dinosaurs. Take it away, Caliph. Unless you're eating ramen, then it's okay.
I'm not eating ramen at the exact moment, so I can certainly take it away. Um, I know we left off at some point, somewhere, and there's going to be a recap in some form, which I believe tonight is supposed to be one dear
Billy.
Bucephalus.
Indeed.
AKA you, Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
Oh god, stop the honey boo boos. And it gives me nausea.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's why I call you Gary.
Yeah.
Meow.
Alright. So is that a segue for me to jump into my recap here?
Yep.
Alright, give me a second. Let me bring it up. So I decided that Bucephalus' recaps were going to be in the form of letters to his mother. So, without further ado, get my voice right. Dear Mother, it's been quite a while since I was able to write, and I apologize for that. Seems every time I think I have a moment, I end up getting dragged into a new adventure. This time is no different, but with my new companions asleep, it seems like a nice thing to do. Hopefully I can mail these to you someday, but I just don't know when that will be. Now, I'm going to tell you about my adventures in these letters, so at least I can make some sense of it. I ended up coming to the city a bit ago, after my adventures took me all sorts of places last time. Gosh, last time was such a blur, but I remember going through some long tunnels, nearly getting killed trying to protect a young man from some nasty little critters, getting into a lot of arguments with this one dwarf all the time. Gosh, but the other was a pretty nice dwarf, but good lord, more stubborn than Uncle Boagrius on his best day. I remember this one encounter where we needed some information, and let's just say I did something you would not have been proud of, and boy did she have a fit. We also had an eccentric healer, as well as this one cat, where I swear, if you literally blinked, Mother, she was gone, and coming back with all kinds of bruises. I missed them all, but that was a long time ago. Now I find myself with this new group, and I don't know how to feel about them yet. There's a large aloof fella and his brother seem to have a real thirst for violence. Troubles me because he reminds me of how Father was, and I worry that they may walk down the same path someday, and God knows that would be a real shame. Then there's this woman who's really warm and kind. I like her a lot, and she gives this group a whole real homey feel. Known them all for quite a while now, even before this quest, and it'll be interesting to see where our journey takes us. And I've done a bit of shopping. No, Mom, I did not buy more mead. And we met some people who seemed to need help. We were pointed in the direction of a Syndra Sylvain, who was looking for some fancy-pants adventuring types, as we now have been dubbed. We were pointed in the direction of our home, and lo and behold, my poor sense of direction bit me in the backside again. I ended up pointing everybody to the wrong side of the street. Thankfully, that didn't turn into a proper mess. We were invited to her house once getting ourselves sorted, and dang, the whole place smelled of magic. It was obvious to me that the maid was taking shortcuts. I remember some of the stuff you used to do to give me a break and clean the house, so it just came right back to me. We were guided to Sylvain, and she pulled her hood back, and holy crap, I thought the warthogs back home had rough faces. She looked like she was 2 seconds from turning to dust. I'm sorry, Mother. I know I need to be nice, but I also have to be honest as well. My first thought was, how in the world can we help her if she's dead before we leave the house? Fortunately, she's agreed to pay us, even if she bites it. So at least that makes it worth our time. Finally, after some chit chat about this potion thing that could potentially save her, we got on our way. Did some traveling, and I noticed a faint change in the air as we rested. Nature's God was restless. I could feel it in every part of my body, and I hope that's not a signal of things to come. Apparently, someone later had some issue with an owl, and as far as I know from the breakfast chat, if that was me, you know full well what would happen. Been traveling for a few days now, and I'm sure there was more to come. Still dedicated to my fitness. I'm building up to 2,500 push-ups in 30 minutes. That's my new goal, so here's to hoping. Again, I hope all is well, and I hope to see you soon. Name Lesni Bella Christian, my dear mother. Bucephalus. P.S. I've been getting a lot of nicknames lately. And that's it.
I can't exactly hold my button open and clap at the same time, but that was positively fantastic. Thank you, Billy.
No problem. By the way, Nima Lesni Bella Christian is the Tolkien Elvish for I love you.
I could swear I'd heard that before. That's a very nice touch.
It was really good.
Oh, well, thank you.
I like the boo boo review.
The boo boo review. I like that.
All right. And with that, my dear party, we've woken up on the. God, I just had my calendar open. Where'd it go?
Was it the 16th? 5th? No, 17th of.
I think it should be the 17th of Alturiok.
Because we started on the 15th.
Yeah. And that was our second long rest. So it is the third day of our fine adventure halfway through this month. The wind is still blowing, nice and chilly in the morning. You can see the dew on the long grasses around you, and life has once again come to the plains around here on your way to the Trollbark Forest. And I believe we left off with you folks about to get started on some breakfast.
Yes. Erg does not have any berries or anything this time. Wait, no, we still had some berries left, right?
I thought you did, yeah.
Okay. Well, I will take what berries I have, and I would like to kind of mash them up to make like a syrup. And if we've got any bread, I will dip them in the syrup and fry them.
Ooh. Herg, you have such a skill. You are just the best cook.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I have to work on getting back into that accent. I apologize.
Just pretend you're from Minnesota.
Don't I know?
Don't I know? Just watch like 3 episodes of Bobby's World. You'll be right there.
Oh dear. But yeah, Herc makes breakfast.
Thank you again, Annie. These are good.
No problem. I just hope we'll be able to find some more stuff when we get into the forest. Kind of doubtful considering what we've heard.
Is there any kind of little creatures that Sitlali could possibly capture for us to have for dinner later?
Make a survival check for me.
Oh, I'm terrible at them. I have nothing.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Wait, do we
No.
have to roll?
Only if you're doing a survival check to look for little critters.
Okay, then.
Idiot me forgot to clear the chat from last time. Well, you sit Lolly with your dear 6. Plenty of critters, none that are even remotely within range, at least at the moment, from where you guys are currently camped. Um, in fact, at least from what you're seeing and hearing, hey, same number. Nice. Um, at least from what you are seeing and hearing around, uh, you're not seeing so much of the like the small ground critters that you were seeing, rabbits or prairie dogs or anything of that sort. In fact, even the birds. Like you can hear the occasional songbird, but it seems mostly like crows and ravens at this point.
Yeah, which are they up in, like, how far in the sky are they?
Oh, they're pretty high up for the most part. Like if
Okay.
you wanted to try and shoot one down, you could.
Can I actually try that?
Hey!
Oh, my bad.
She's the
Never
cat. She
mind.
gets to catch the birds.
Hey,
Okay, so what would I do for that?
What sort of ranged weapon do you have?
I have a light crossbow.
And what's the range on that? Because is that a 100, 400, I think?
80 and 320.
Oh, 8320. Okay. So yes, you would just make an attack roll. It would be at disadvantage because they are further than 80 feet away for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see what you got.
So how do I just click?
From your character sheet, just next to light crossbow, it should turn into a little die. Just click that.
Question. While she's doing
Holy crap!
While she's doing that,
Yeah.
what's up, Bucephalus?
while she's doing that, is there any evidence of larger non-predators in the area? Deer, moose?
I argue moose are predators.
I would also second that emotion.
I will actually confirm that notion because in a different campaign, spoilers for anybody for Rime of the Frost Maiden, there is a white moose that has gone on a rampage and has been killing loggers and hunters.
Okay, fine. Moose being deer, moose, etc. I'll remove this.
Yes.
Specificity.
Make a survival check for me. And while you are doing that roll, you sit low. You're seeing the birds circling overhead. Quite a decent ways. Like it'd be it's a tough shot, but you take aim, your light crossbow, you're just gently tracking one, pull the trigger, thunk, the bolt just goes arcing high up into the sky, and it's like and one of the birds just flies right in front of its path, and you nail the thing, and it just you hear it. And you see the form just kind of tumble from the sky, and it lands probably about 200 feet from the camp.
Wait, what was that sound?
I take a dash towards it.
Oh shit, was it a druid? What was that sound?
Honey, you Randy Johnson the bird. Nice job.
Well, no, so Sitlali's gonna dash towards to get the food before anything else does.
Does anybody get that reference? Just so I know, other than
I
Heather.
don't get it.
All right, so Randy Johnson's a pitcher in baseball. Okay.
Oh, I don't watch baseball.
Well, just humor me. He
What?
threw 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
But I hate baseball.
Will you humor me for a moment? He threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and a bird flew right into its path. The bird exploded.
Of course, the bird exploded. Sweet Jesus!
I don't like him a lot.
Saw that happen.
It's not his fault that the bird came in front of him. I was very upset too when I watched it, but at the same time, like, you can't predict a bird's going to go flying in front of the ball when it happens.
He's such a bird
It
hater.
did come out of nowhere. He was not aiming for the bird. I saw that.
That bird committed suicide.
That bird just spontaneously combusted. It had no idea what happened.
Poor
That's
bird.
gorgeous. You see, but yeah, that's pretty much what happened to this one. nice gentle crossbow arc, and just through and through. And while Sitlali's running off and gathering uh, her prey, you, Bucephalus, we lose.
Did we lose
Welcome
somebody?
back.
Billy.
I'm here. My bad. I hit the wrong button.
Yep, it's all good. You, Bucephalus, you're taking a quick jaunt around the camp, just taking a look. You're not seeing passage of any larger animals, whether predator type or prey type. And in fact, it's especially on the ground here, you're not seeing passage of most anything. Everything's looking undisturbed. You're not seeing. Oh my god! I just suddenly forgot all of my words. Tracks. There we go. You're not seeing tracks for much of anything. You're not seeing disturbed grasses.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Also,
That-
it was a GIF in the GIF options too. That video.
Oh. Did not bother to
Gargoyle.
look there.
Yes, at Lolly, you go dashing over. You tracked the bird pretty well from the sky, and you find it, and it. Oh yeah, no, that thing is dead. Your bolt took it right up through the right breast, and still stuck in it, by the way. But yeah, it's dead. It's yours.
Okay. I'm just gonna tie it up, strap it to my back. Or my
Okay.
bag on my back.
What kind of bird is it?
It's a crow.
Yeah.
Are
It's-
crows
it's-
carrion birds?
I think.
Is it a good idea to eat a carrion bird?
She's a cat.
It's true. I guess if she just eats it, it'll probably be fine.
I mean, it would make sense that they were around the death forest.
Yep. It is a death forest.
Also, is there a difference between a carrion crow and like a standard crow?
I actually literally just Googled that.
I don't know. I think all crows are
And-
carrion birds, aren't they?
It's saying that there's crows, and then there are specifically carrion crows.
Huh.
The Corvus corone?
Yeah.
Don't ask me to pronounce that.
I would never dream of
They
requesting
say
such a thing.
regular crows is like eating like a duck.
Okay.
Oh, so this is like very fine then.
Delicious.
So, but it doesn't say anything that it's harmful to humans or stuff. At least for what I'm reading online.
Well,
It's a good thing we don't have any humans in the group, right?
yup.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Got a
one
Spike.
actually. Spike. Everybody keeps forgetting that my brother is a human and I'm the half orc.
I remember.
Well, except for you, Kathy. You take
I
notes.
remember.
I'm a
Wait,
human
wait.
on the side route of Undertale.
I thought he was. Wait, if he's your half brother?
Marriage.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
I am the older brother. He is the younger brother.
but he's your half brother. Okay.
My
They have
mom
the
got
same
tired
father
of
friend.
staying in one place and she left.
Got it. Oh, is that where we are right now?
Guessing she
Yes.
abandoned you.
And
Well,
that's where
no.
you shot a bird.
She sends letters and visits sometimes, but she is a more nomadic person, so she doesn't hang around all the time. And her dad and my mom were never married, so yeah. And I stuck around with dad because I liked to be blacksmithing, and then you, my younger brother, came along when he actually married a person, and we all get along pretty well. It's actually a functionally
Okay,
nice
so-
relationship.
Okay. that sounds great. Alrighty.
Good to know that everything worked out.
Yes. It's a functionally healthy relationship for once.
For once, unlike a certain family I know.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that.
Whoa.
Not
Oh.
not outside of therapy anyway.
Yes, I should probably be in therapy for probably the same thing.
Yeah, agreed. Same here. But anywho,
At any rate,
we're
you
playing
folks,
Dungeons and Dragons.
as you know, um, you guys are. Oh God, I just have my distances out too. This is sad. You guys know that you're about 15, 20 miles from the edge of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You are about 30 miles, give or take, from the rough location given to you by Sindra and Suristaval.
Mm-hmm.
So you folks have a full adventuring day ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of pace do we wish to set? How far do we want to go? What are we looking to do?
Do we want to still do our normal pace that we've been, so we just get to the edge of the forest, rest, and then make our way to our location?
I,
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
if we go to normal pace, about how long is it going to take us to get to the edge of the forest?
Most of the travel day at a normal
Okay.
pace. You could probably get a couple miles into the troll bark if you chose to, or if you stopped at the edge, you'd probably about have maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours of daylight left for the sunset.
I think maybe we should try to go a little bit faster until we get to the Trollbark Forest. Just so we don't spend another night out in the open. Maybe put some trees at our back.
Hmm.
Oh, that way we have a lot of coverage, so that would be good.
Yeah, and we
A
can slow
lot.
down once we actually get to the forest so we can
Hmm.
take our time and not miss the turns.
Yeah, because you're right that we would have a lot of coverage, but we'd have significantly less visibility.
Well, right, I don't
Yeah.
think we should hurry while we're in the forest, just until we get there.
I mean, I guess that sounds reasonable.
What do you think, Meg?
Oh, I'm game for whatever you all want to do. You guys want to do a little bit of hurrying? We can definitely do that. We want to take our time and stroll? We can do that. Whichever you all want to do. I do know though, Miss Sylvain looked like she needed us to kind of get there as quickly as possible, but we want to do it safely.
Okay. So I think we should at least quicken our pace a little bit, so that way we can get into the forest and set up camp in a reasonable time, and then make sure we have dinner.
Yeah, we might want to scout for a better place to sleep than we've been doing once we actually get in the forest, especially with the scare that we had last night. So if we get there quickly as we're walking through it, we can go a little bit slower and take our time and look for a good spot to hole up for when it gets dark.
And we should also keep some eyes out for some food, because if it happens again like it did last night, we might not see anything once it gets dark.
They said that
Yeah.
there might be a lot of undead in the forest. I'm not sure how I feel about taking anything from the land, especially after what we felt last night.
Oh, but I do have this, and I just hold up my crow.
Wow, that was a really good shot.
You didn't see it? Nobody saw?
I was
Darn
busy
it.
helping take down the tent and stuff. I'm really sorry.
She hangs her head low, sad.
But you're really good. I'm sure you can do it again.
Ah, sure.
That was such a nice surprise. I do apologize I missed that as well. You must be just so quick. We didn't even notice.
She is really good at her job.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Is there a cat jumping on you, like in real life?
He was like he was like grabbing a hold of my leg.
Yep. Yep.
Biscuit
Sounds
has
about right.
invaded.
Beautiful fluffy babies.
Yeah.
I want to get a rat so bad.
Okay, the baby is on the chair. I wouldn't say I'm great at my job. I just say I'm okay. Anyway, let's go.
All right. Well, what's our finalized plan? Are we going at a fast pace to the edge of the forest?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
Not like
given that,
exhaustion level fast, but definitely
no.
quicker.
It's like the slow, normal, fast paces for standard D&D travel. with that, you could make it to the edge of the forest in probably about 4 hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
We can assume it's probably around like what 9:30, 10 o'clock now between breakfast, breaking down camp, looking out for tracks, debating where we're going and what's going on, and um,
Shooting down birds.
yes, shooting down birds.
Little birds.
Um, so you guys know that at a quick pace, just based on where you're at, you probably make it to the edge of the forest somewhere around what, like 1:30, 2 o'clock, give or take.
Hmm.
Um, so we'll start taking off then at a quick pace, and then no, it's not exhaustion. Exhaustion will only ever happen if you do a full adventuring day of like 8 hours of travel, and then you continue to push.
Oh,
Um, then and only then. Well, there are other exigent circumstances that will not happen yet, but we'll get to
I
that.
thought it was if you don't stop and have lunch and stuff.
But I think it's assumed that you stop and have lunch in there at some point. Um, I've yet to find any actual rules that cover that sort of thing. I assume that even going at a fast pace for 8 hours, you're going to stop and break for a meal and get your rest back up a little bit and then keep going on. But at any rate, let us travel. So, if anybody would like to make perception checks as you go along,
I would.
these will have a. Oh my god. You will have a penalty to them going at a fast pace, which I think is like a -5. But you
I
still
don't think
got
it
one.
matters for Megda.
I was gonna say that's still a really good roll. Overall, not bad, not bad. So you guys are going along pretty quick pace. It's kind of like a quick jog. For most of it, stopping here and there to take breathers and then probably munching on some snacks and water every now and again. But as you folks are traversing the kind of open grasslands and you're going along, at first, nothing out of the ordinary. Just you can see birds overhead, you can hear them. You're still not seeing any sort of fauna on the ground, though. And as you continue, even the fauna overhead kind of diminishes, and eventually, when you're maybe about a mile out from the forest, you're not hearing any animals whatsoever. No birds, no field mice, no rabbits, no giant warthogs. Um, just the breeze coming in over the grasslands, and
Hey,
that's about it.
man, y'all, you could find more cheer in a graveyard. What is this?
well, I think he said that the forest is overrun with undead, so this would be pretty typical.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it is literally a graveyard. Figures.
Out of curiosity, I know Sitlali is a tabaxi, so she's basically like a humanoid cat. Would she pick up on anything weird?
Well, I mean, for all of you, it's kind of weird that with a forest nearby, you would think there'd be more signs of life, and yet there's nothing.
Hmm.
Like in your particular case, Lolly, you can't even smell other animals.
Hmm.
But the question is, does she smell death?
I
Yeah,
mean, everywhere.
Nah.
probably.
Also, no. Is as eerie as it is, it feels, especially at the moment, it just feels like open grasslands with no animals. It's there's an absence there because of it, but otherwise, it doesn't feel like anything else has come to fill that void. And as you're traversing the final mile towards the Trollbark Forest, you can see even from a distance that it's a little bit on the decrepit looking side. You can see twisted oak trees rising up out of the ground with gnarled branches, kind of like claws reaching towards the sky. You can see um, pine trees that look like they're ready to shed their needles. Some of them look sickly and just wrong, and you can see other trees just rising tall out of the ground, but blackened, almost as if they've been burned. And you don't see any sort of life flying overhead. You're not spying anything moving amongst the trees.
Oh, it's spicy too.
Um, it just feels empty.
I think we're almost at the forest.
I think you're probably right.
What's wrong, Herg?
It's just really creepy out here. I don't really like it very much, if I'm going to be honest with you, Sitlali.
Scaredy, bro.
Yeah, a little bit, bro.
It's all
Be
right. We're all
okay.
here together.
Yeah, we'd be okay. We got each other's backs. We'd be fine.
All right. And Herg's gonna grip their halberd real tight and keep a kind of a furtive looking around kind of a position.
Yeah, we're only level 1. What's the DM going to throw at us?
Shambling mound. Shambling mound. Corpse mound. Vampire spawn. Ghouls? Ghouls.
Zombies.
I mean, zombies are bad. They keep fucking rolling those constitution checks and just
Lots,
getting back up again.
lots and
Ugh,
lots of
it's
zombies.
beautiful when you have one zombie that does that.
Dude, you only need one zombie to wipe a party.
5 skeletons in a room that was initially locked, and then you unlocked it, and then people stood in the way and couldn't close the door.
Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, we're now on the edge of the Trollbark Forest. Even with the sun high overhead, it still feels like that there's just not much light making its way down. Even though it's a decently clear sky, um, it just it feels dim and dark around here.
Will we need a torch? If it's that, is it
Oh,
that dark?
no,
okay.
no. Not even remotely close. Like it's still midday, but
It just
it just
feels dark.
yeah, it's like there's this oppressive aura now that you're this close to the Trollbark Forest that it feels like it's swallowing up the warmth in the sunlight.
Hmm.
See, and y'all were fighting with me because I wanted more holy water.
That wasn't the problem. The problem was she can make it, and he points at Megda.
All right. Is there anything anybody needs before we head inside? Do we want to take a short break before we go in, get something to eat, rest, or everybody good to keep going?
It's about 1:30, right? And you said we snacked on the way?
Yeah, it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I would assume that at some point you would have
I had my
stopped to
dried
break
berries.
for lunch or a snack or something.
They're like craisins, but berries. I'm good.
Are they braisins? Because they're berries?
Yes, they're brazen raisins. They're very brazen.
No, I just think we should head in, try to find a good spot so we can set up camp and rest up for the night so that way we can get to our location tomorrow.
Guess we just start heading inside and keep our eyes open for a good place to rest.
And for those statue things that the guy said we should follow.
True that, true that.
All right, so now that we're at the forest, are we still continuing with our quick pace, or are we going more normal one or a slow one?
Normal?
Yeah, I was gonna say we'd have to slow it down.
Normal, and unless it gets really hard to traverse, I guess.
Yeah, if it starts to get overgrown and really hard to see things, we might slow down a little bit just so we'll be able to see other things better. Because we've been warned there's bad stuff in here.
Just taking a look at the forest, you're not seeing, at least on the edge that you're at, it doesn't look like you should run into the problem of things being terribly overgrown. Um, like, yeah, lots of trees, but they're reasonably spaced. Um, and not much in the way of ground cover. Like, you can see lots of moss here and there. You can see some sickly grasses poking up in between it, but mostly it looks like moss and fallen leaves and pine needles, just kind of giving a gentle carpet to most of the forest floor here.
I would like to
Um,
use my halberd to poke the ground in front of us as we walk along, just in case there's any like bogs or anything. Because when there's a lot of dead plant life, sometimes there can be like those weird stagnant pools.
all right. So, as we're making our way into the forest, with Herg leading the way, poking the ground just to make sure. Anybody that, again, wishes to make perception checks, now that we're going at a normal pace.
1 second.
Jesus, Megda.
Oh, thank goodness.
Mike Dow's really good at the perception, don't you know?
Mm-hmm. She has had 9 children. She knows to keep her eyes out. You never
Mm-hmm.
know
Yeah.
what mischiefs you're going to get into
All the mischiefs, all the time.
all
Oh,
that
hey, look.
time.
Oh no, Herg!
Herg pokes the wrong part of the grass and steps onto the part he didn't poke and goes straight into a bog. Herg finds an old bear trap.
Oh no, 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 no.
Diggly darn, brother, what have you gotten yourself into?
Herg just runs into a tree and knocks himself out.
Alright,
Herg
let's
stares at the
wait.
ground as he walks.
Let's see
quote
what
a
our
beautiful
Surrounded in
movie.
DM
circles.
says.
yeah, let's hear it.
I will say
I
this.
guess Herg is
I-
dead.
I didn't have an encounter planned.
Oh no.
Quote a beautiful movie. Herb doesn't see shit.
Herg runs face first into a tree and pokes his eye with a twig.
Oh,
Oh
that'd
my
be too easy
god.
there.
It's
I'm
it's
pretty
not
sure my
it's
brother
not gonna
is
be that
going
easy,
to be
guys.
a pirate now.
Man, the one time I roll really well on perception. Jesus.
So, you guys are making your way through this first leg of the journey into the forest. And as you're going along, yeah, you're poking the ground, doing a good job. You're not finding any bad footholds, no bogs, nothing of that sort. A good hour goes by, and as you're walking along, it's sometimes you feel like you're seeing movement out of the corner of your eye, and you turn and look, and there's nothing there. Crap, I just went away from the numbers. Who had the really good stuff? Okay, so you, Megda, along with you, Bucephalus, at one point, both of you turn and you see way off in the distance. It, it's probably like a good couple hundred feet through the trees of the forest, but you're able to make out. Looks like a giant slug. Like it
Oh.
looks. It looks like a slug,
Is it a flail snail?
but no, it looks like a normal slug. It looks like your typical slug, like big, long, slimy body, just two little eye stalks coming up off of it, just kind of slowly turning around as it's just very slowly making its way forward. But the thing looks like it's the size of a merchant's cart. Like
God.
it looks like it would just slowly run over you and completely engulf you and leave nothing behind.
We've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as the two of you are looking off to the right, and you sort of turn distractedly, Herg, as you're poking forward, and you poke, and there's this sudden hiss, and you turn back and you see two very large heads come up out of the leaves and moss as a couple of giant snakes
Oh.
rise up.
Oh no!
Snake!
Can I shoot it pre-initiative?
Nope.
No.
I rolled a 1. And you're distracted by
Roll
giant
for
snail.
initiative.
That was a natural one that brought it down to a 0.
Yeah. Ah. At least it didn't
So
step on the snakes. That's good. That's good.
yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
that. So let me get your. Hold on.
If I were initiative, where would I live?
Is
All
it?
right.
Oh, okay. Ooh, look at that.
We get to see a combat map finally.
It's above by your movement, upper right.
Ah, found it. Thanks.
I don't know where you folks would have yourself positioned. I know Herg was up front. So where Herg is right now, that's. Oh, come on. I said activate the map.
I'm always in the back.
I was sort of in the middle, so.
Hey, Spike, were you up front with me, in the middle, or at the back watching out for monsters? Don't forget to press your button. I
There we
think you might
go.
have muted your headset, Jason.
Oh, wait, do I have to roll perception?
No, we're just asking where your character was in the marching order. Were you up front with Herg, or were you in the middle, or were you in the back looking for other monsters?
Oh, this looks so
Right
cool.
behind her.
Does.
Right behind Herg. Okay, cool.
I
can't see
was
in the combat
wherever
map,
you
you
need me to be.
Those
That's
are big
really
snakes. They're big.
They
They're
big boys.
giant snakes.
Oh yeah. No, these are big snakes. They are easily like a good 5-6 feet.
Oh,
One of them, it looks like the one that Herg poked might even be approaching like 7 or 8 feet. All right, so yeah, no, this will be the first of hopefully many fantastic maps that you folks will get to see.
Oh, they're rattlesnakes. They must be poisonous.
I'm assuming that when he poked, it didn't cause the damages.
I would
No,
assume
it did not cause damages.
I wasn't stabbing leaves. I was just kind of prodding ground to make sure it was
With a
step-onable.
giant halberd. I was just wondering.
Well, I wasn't prodding with the
boy.
pointy part. I was prodding with the butt end.
All right, so this will be the first introduction to essentially combat maps and having tokens. Everything you folks can do in your character sheet, you can do from the token. When you select your token, you will have a bar pop up in the top left of Foundry that will have all sorts of different buttons. It'll have your player name, and then it'll have inventory, features, skills, saves, checks, conditions, utility, yada yada. So while tokens are out, you don't need to go into your character sheet the vast majority of the time. When you are doing attacks with weapons and the like, you simply go to the inventory page, go down to the one that you want to do, then you click it, and
That's really cool.
it'll roll automatically over in the chat window. If you need to do skill saves or skill checks, oh my god, skill checks, ability checks, or saving throws, you go to the appropriate thing and just click the right buttons. It'll automatically roll. If you have spells, same deal. It should have a spot in there for spells for you. And it has it broken up by whether it's cantrips or. Nah. Big Sluggy is going to be. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but he's going to be like out here.
Okay.
It's super
Oh, okay.
zoomed in. I can't see it.
We
Right
must
now.
kill
Yeah,
them
he's-
fast so that he does not get
he's-
to us and we can run away from him.
Yeah, he's like a good couple 100 feet off. Now, here comes the fun part initiative. So, to add yourselves to an active combat encounter, right click your token once, and that should pop up with a pair of crossed swords and a shield icon. Click
Uh-huh.
that.
Is this
Can you-
token?
Can you drag back out so I can see my token?
It says
There
there is
is
no active
no
combat
active.
encounter.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, I forgot to hit my button. Do it again.
I don't have right click.
I click.
Okay, so if you don't have a right click, left click your token once. You should have one of the action bar buttons should say utility,
Oh, here we go. Okay.
and then under utility it will say toggle combat state. And then up in the top right of Foundry, right next to the chat window, there should be a little closed fist. Click on that pane, and then it'll have your character with a die on the right-hand side. You click that to roll your initiative.
It won't let me do that.
Oh wow.
I'll try it from the book instead. Yeah, that
Does
worked.
that work?
Yeah, that worked.
But you didn't pop up on the.
Hey.
Buddy.
But you didn't pop up in the. Oh no, you did. So can I do that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
He didn't.
Oh
much easier.
no.
Man,
Oh no.
this is low rolls all around.
Oh no no
I
no
can't
no no.
find
And they're
it.
poisonous.
Wait, never mind. I found initiative.
Excellent.
He's ready to fight.
He's ready.
He's really ready to fight. Spike is just like ah.
Finally.
Okay,
All right,
Mr.
let's see if I can
Snake
one-shot somebody.
Boy, are you ready to get your head cut off? Oh, wait a minute. They can still be alive for.
Yeah, they're stakes. They'll still thrash. Jason. Two things. One, good thing that you're
Alright.
accidentally.
Well, okay then. All right, I'm gonna try not to blow out people's eardrums with battle music.
No, wait. Could you hear Jason talk? Because I couldn't hear him talk.
Yes.
Okay.
He was talking about ripping a snake open from mouth to butthole.
Okay. Jason, remember what we talked about with boundaries some people in this thing have with maybe not vividly describing the death of things?
Alright,
All right. Thank you, darling.
you're
Alright,
welcome.
also, if anybody wishes, you can actually bring the combat tracker out in a little miniaturized pane just by
Ooh.
right-clicking the little fist. If you don't have right-click, I apologize.
Where's the fist? Oh, there's the
It's
fist.
up, yeah, up
Found
next
it.
to the
Awesome.
chat bubble.
Oh, I got to
And
do
then-
that. That
Oh,
worked.
the music. I love it.
We'll begin combat with Spike. You see a couple of giant snake heads rise up in front of your brother Herg. And you can see the tails now beginning to rattle back and forth, and these look like gigantic rattlesnakes. But you're up. What are you doing?
Alright. You know what? I am going to just try to straight up chop one in half with my big sword.
All right, so take your token. You're the one that's back here. You should have full control of it. You can move up to wherever you wish,
Click and drag, darling.
or if you can't click and drag, you can actually use the W, A, S, and D keys to move your tokens
Well,
around.
I already moved using the click and drag.
That works.
All right, and then just one second, Billy. We'll get to you.
You're good.
Do I have to click on the great sword?
Yes. So click your token in inventory. Holy sweet Jesus! Did you roll a crit?
Oh my gosh. Almost.
Whew. All right.
Very close to it.
Well, you didn't get the crit, but you still hit it
A
for
lot.
13 points of damage. And you come tearing up. Which one were you aiming at? The one right in front of your brother or the other one?
I think you might be.
Like the one right in front.
The one right in front? Okay. So you come charging up. You swing right around Herg. Herg, you're staring at this thing. It's gently swaying back and forth right in front of you.
I'm
And
hypnotized.
you see it about to lunge, and it snaps at you. And there's just this flash of steel right in front of your face. and you blink for a second, and the snake is just, its body's on the ground, and the head is a few feet off to the left.
Snake looks like you're not solid.
I
Oh,
teach
God,
my
that was
children
perfect.
so well. I'm so proud.
He might be liquid.
You know,
You're more dead.
that was a beautiful joke. I will give you a D6 of inspiration for that. Holy crap. Oh, that was gorgeous. But yeah, no, you take this thing's head off, right, in one clean swing. And the other one is hissing at you, but it actually, which one was that? Was that one? Oh yeah, no, that one died. Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
it's not even the other one's turn
Awesome.
yet. All right, wow, Billy, you're looking over at the slug, and you're just kind of watching its passage. You turn back just in time, and you see two snakes rise up, and then Spike just suddenly out of nowhere just darts forward, brings his greatsword down, and you just see a head just pop off.
Praise be to the Thunder. I'm glad
Yeah,
he's on our side.
Pokemon, because I'm clearly a sword of justice.
Alright, with that said, can you zoom out just a touch? I was like, I can't see a whole lot.
I cannot zoom you out.
Oh, okay. Can I zoom me out?
Yes.
Yeah, you
You
should be
should
able to
be
zoom
able
out.
to with the mouse.
It's the scroll option.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a mouse.
Okay, control, and then do up and down like if you were going to scroll in like a Word document.
Okay.
Or you can do control minus.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Alright, now. Here. So, that's about 30 feet. Does the slug know where we are? Do we know that?
If you wish to take an action to, make a finer perception check, you certainly could.
Yeah, I would like to do that, please.
All right, make a perception check for me. Or actually, you know what? No, not perception. Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys. Our food just got here.
Okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
No.
You're looking at that giant slug, which again, like I said, it's a couple hundred feet off, and it's very slow. It's almost imperceptible movement, especially at this distance. But at least from what you can tell, it doesn't look like it sees or hears anything, and it's just going on its little slow, sluggy way.
I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna shoot at the snake with my bow.
Would have been your action to do the insight check, so you won't be able to shoot this turn.
You're right. I'll just move there then.
Yeah, sounds good. Seeing sudden viciousness and its friend, mate, sibling, parent, you're not quite sure. It's kind of hard to tell snakes apart. The other giant poisonous snake, it thinks it's already had enough of adventures this day. And it's just going to try and slither away.
Oh no, you ain't going nowhere, boy.
Well, if you wish, make an attack of opportunity for me, Spike.
I was about to say, he's taking that,
Will
right?
do. You know what? I don't know what I should use. You know what? I'm gonna throw a hand axe at it.
It would be right as it's trying to disengage.
Oh,
Sweet
shit.
Jesus.
Jesus, mother of God.
It doesn't matter if I give you disadvantage because it's still in melee technically. You still hit, but 5 points of damage this time.
This is awesome.
and it's starting to slither away, and you just chunk a hand axe almost right into the ground as it starts to slither, and you lop off like the back end of its tail, and it keeps slithering even faster this time, and it's just going to slither away as fast as it can.
That's really what
Do
you
I have
call a nope rope.
to get it?
Yeah, this is definitely a nope rope.
Okay, what I missed?
You missed Spike chunking a hand axe into the second poor snake as it's attempting to run away.
Jesus Christ.
And Herg, your turn.
Oh wow, that's right. We all rolled pretty sucky. Herg feels bad. Sorry, Herg feels bad about disturbing the snake, so he's not going to try to attack the one that's running away. He's just gonna let it go. Thanks for saving me, brother.
Sit lolly.
How far is the snake?
You could actually measure.
So
If you take out your little measuring tool, you should be able to go from your token to it. If I could actually make it work. A little over 80 feet. I will take that as we're shooting it. All right, and you just...
yeah.
It's starting to slither away, and it's just starting to round the edge of the small embankment over there, and it's about to dart behind some trees, and you just take quick aim, and the dart just arcs straight and true, and right as it's about to turn, it starts lifting its head up, and your bolt just goes right through the back of its head.
Okay.
Interesting that the first one died to 13 damage, the second one died to 13 damage. 5 plus 8.
And with that, we're out of combat.
We win. Hey, can we harvest anything from those snakes?
I don't know, can you?
I probably
I would
can.
like. Yeah. All right, you want to go ahead and try?
Yeah. I think I've got a thing for that, actually. Let me just double check my features real quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'll make it easy and drag the other body back over for you.
2021.
That's just for food and
spasmed
water,
its way
but
back over.
I am proficient in survival, so I will try. Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
So,
Give you a snake skin.
yeah, actually, what were you looking to get out of it?
I would like to skin the snakes and give them to Bucephalus since he displays interest in the snake skin. I would like to keep each of the rattles for myself so I can make a little charm.
You also can eat snake meat, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah,
while you're at
snake
it,
meat.
can we get the meat out of that?
Does the meat look good? Does the meat look okay to eat?
It does, in fact.
Okay, then yeah, I will chop it up and I will take it with us so that we can make some steak kebabs later.
Which, given the size of the snakes, you could probably get 2 full meals for the whole group.
Awesome.
Take
This
we
meal
can have
is
snake and crow
celebration
kebabs.
of my amazing kill.
You only get 1 rattle because Spike, when he chunked his hand axe into the other one, it broke the rattle pretty badly.
Okay, well, I give Spike the rattle that it works because he killed one of them. And,
But yes, 2 snake skins.
I give one snake skin to Bucephalus. I give the other one to Sitlolly.
There you go. There's enough snake meat for 2 full meals for 5 people. So essentially enough for 10 individual meals.
Is there any way I could get some of their venom too in like a little vial or anything?
I was actually going to say that if you wanted, you could take the fangs. You would get out of between both snakes with the dirty 20. You would get at least 1 intact giant poisonous snake gland.
I will give this to Sitlolly because she can poison arrows and stuff.
It is
Okay, how
as
do
of
I
yet
add that?
unrefined,
Poison arrows.
but if you have a poisoner's kit at any point, yeah, you could make some rudimentary poison with it.
It's like Minecraft.
And if I
So how
can,
would I add that?
So,
Mhm.
because I don't have an actual item already set up in Deer Foundry for this, all you have to do is in your inventory. We'll put this under. Fuck it. We'll just stick it under loot.
Okay.
Just click the add button, and then just name it Giant Poison Snake Gland.
and I would like to give any fangs or eyeballs that I can harvest to Megda.
All four fangs, only three eyeballs. One of them was burst when a certain cat shot it.
Sorry.
I don't know if you can use these as regents, but it feels like the kind of thing people who do magic would use as regents. So I'm going to give these to you.
Wait, did you give me a snake skin too?
Yeah, I gave you a snake skin. I gave you Cephalus a snake skin. Spike got the intact rattle, and
Mhm.
Megda gets all of the eyes and fangs.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
jujubes.
So for the snake skin, do I just do the same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I've got 2 meals worth of snake meat that I'll be making into delicious kebabs later,
Hmm.
which is a
Now
gift
I'm
for
trying to
everyone.
Celebrate my victory.
I'm trying to change the item, but when I hit I hit edit item, but it's not letting me type in snakeskin or anything.
You touch the if you type in, it'll go. You just hit click like where it says new loot, and then you can type it in.
Yeah, I tried that. It's not working.
On the right hand side, there's a little box with a pencil in it.
Yeah, that's what I hit, but it's not doing anything. All right.
Also, Rob's
Alright.
watching. Hi, Rob!
Thank you, Kayla.
Here,
Yeah. Hi, Rob. I don't know if you're the Rob that I know or not, but hi, Rob.
This is
oh,
my
I could
friend
have.
Stacy's cousin, Rob.
Okay,
I
so
could
it's
have
not the Rob I
tried
know.
to see if I could have added it to his because I do have access to his thing.
It's all good. I already changed it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we've got the remains. Now, this probably took good half hour, 45 minutes to skin, cut up the meat, get it stored away, get the fangs out, carefully remove the one intact snake gland because the other one, well, I mean, it kind of had its head chopped off. Carefully extracting that because it's a very nice roll. And all of that fun jazz. So it is now getting close to about, what, almost 4, 3:30ish, somewhere in there. No, because it would have been about an hour and 45. So yeah, no, we're closer to about 4:30ish. But you can feel the sun starting to go down. You know, with the time of year that it is, it's sundown will probably be in about an hour and a half. And you guys know that you're not terribly close to the rough location of where you were given.
I think we should see if we can find somewhere that's safe to sleep
Hmm.
as we go along here. In the first place we find that seems pretty good, we should probably stop and
Eh,
Preferably away from that big slug there. I'm not sure if we want him kind of coming and
what big
interrupting our
slug?
sleep.
What big
Oh, he's
slug,
kind of
Sister
over there. You got a
Voldemort?
little distracted by the snakes, but
Is
he
the
was all the way over there.
is the dude still there?
You look over. Yeah, no, it's in fact the rest of you, it doesn't look like it's moved much. Yeah, no, there's still a giant slug a few hundred feet away.
Does it look like it's moved to the people who saw it before?
No, not really.
Is it coming towards them?
No, it's moving about parallel to you guys, not perpendicular.
That's good, that's
I
good.
think. I think we should be okay.
Alright, well then, we better find a good spot where there's no snakes anymore.
Oh, Sitlalia takes the crow off and hands it to her. You need to pluck its feathers, please.
Oh, yes, when we find a spot to stop, I will definitely do that. You hold on
Well,
to
I
it till...
mean, we. Okay.
Well, this is obviously snake territory, and those probably weren't the only two right here at this spot, so we should move on a little bit and find a good spot and not just plop down right into deadleaf snake territory.
Ah, fair enough.
Well, it's easy enough. Were you wanting to travel a bit more before stopping, or did you want to just stop now and look around for a better spot?
Herg doesn't want to sleep where there were snakes. So he
Alright.
wants to find the next best spot that did not have snakes in it. Even if that only means traveling 5 or 10 minutes from where they are.
I was gonna say just a nice quick 15-minute walk, gets you a little bit further into the woods, and well, you're able to find a decent spot. It looks like oh my god, trees. That's what those things are called, pine trees. There's one in particular. It's a very large one that looks like it still has the vast majority of its pine needles on it, and you notice that if you push aside a couple of the branches, that underneath it's like almost hollow on the inside. It looks like it's a big droopy pine tree. It's got a nice little opening on the inside of it.
I'd like
Can
to
I
poke it with the bottom of my halberd to make sure there's no snakes inside of it.
Yeah, you poke it, you whack it a couple of times, some needles fall off. No, nothing emerges from it.
I think it's okay.
does it look climbable?
Oh yeah, it looks
Hold
climbable.
up, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Says
I'd
Spike
like to
as he runs
climb it
off
so I
amidst the
can-
trees.
I'd like to climb it a decent height so I can see if I can get a better look around than what the baseline of the forest offers me.
All right,
I would
make
say. Wait. Does he? Do you say this out loud that you want to climb it?
Yes.
How about I do that because I have claws and you might fall down.
Oh, ma'am, I'm a half elf. I'll be just fine.
Uh-huh. Okay. We'll see.
Oh, I can't wait for this roll.
I actually have climbing. That's why I offer. Jeez.
Let him do it. Let him do it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Magda says, we'll just keep an eye on him. If he, for any reason he needs our help, we can catch him.
All right.
I
Herg
ain't
stands under
catching
the
him.
tree with his arms outstretched, ready to catch Persepolis.
He could fall on his butt, and I would not care.
Can I do an athletics roll for this?
I was about to make the suggestion.
Okay.
Eh.
Not bad, not bad. It takes you a good minute. You start to slip and fall at one point, but you catch yourself on a branch. You catch yourself primarily because it had sap on it. But yeah, you're able to make your way up as close to the top as it would reasonably allow. And looking out over the trollbark forest, you didn't climb the highest tree around. This one's decently tall, so you can view probably a few hundred feet around you without too much issue. It looks a lot the same in every direction. Not quite desiccated, dead-looking trees. You can actually see clouds starting to form probably a couple miles away. It's starting to look a little dark. I think there might be some snow coming in tonight, but you can see birds way off in the distance, kind of back the way you came.
Oh no, it's the owl.
At least in your immediate vicinity, you're not seeing much in the way of life. You do see. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Can I see anything, and what's the general terrain like to where I know our target location is. Can I see anything at that angle?
Not really, no. Like you do see quite often like embankments where trees are rising higher. You do see a small mount, probably a good couple of miles off, that kind of pokes up above the trees. But at least as far as, because you know that where you guys need to be going is probably a couple miles to the almost dead west. Pun not intended.
Fine.
Let me
Alright,
pull my
man, go
big
ahead.
map up. No, we'll see if we can get everybody back over to here. And activate. Hey, everybody's
Woohoo.
moving over pretty quick.
Yes.
No more technical difficulties.
Loving it. You guys
no,
are.
no. You just jinxed it.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You guys are roughly about there-ish. You can see sort of the troll claws. Is that the troll claws? No, that's not the troll claws. What the heck is that called?
Called a
Well,
tree.
shame on me for not knowing what that small mountain range is called. You can see those definitely when you look to the south. You can see a small mount kind of poking up over here-ish. And of course, embankments and rises where the trees are higher up than most of the forest around it. But as far as this general area, no, it looks like any other area.
Okay. All right. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'd like to climb down and then relay what I see to the others.
By this time,
climb down.
Sitlani already climbed up the tree, saw everything, came back down and told us.
It's much easier to climb down when your hands are very difficult to take off of the trunk. They're sticking pretty bad because of the sap. But no, you make your way down without too much issue.
Okay.
And I believe that the tree type is called a wayward pine, if I'm remembering my trees correctly. It's a very large pine tree, but you can kind of like sit in the lee of it, where there's kind of like an opening at the base of it, which allows for a lot of room to crawl in underneath and set up camp.
Sounds pretty cool.
Hey, Herb, you might want to get your hat out. Looks like snow's coming in.
I'm already wearing my hat.
Okay, good.
But
Hey,
I should gather wood for fire, so I can cook this stuff. And that is what Herg does.
It's easy enough to do. There's plenty of dead wood around. Lots of branches, some big, some small. So yeah, you've got no problem finding wood.
I would now like to cook the snake kebabs and the crow meat, kind of alternating the meat in between after, of course, taking all the feathers and stuff off the bird.
Yeah, easy enough. You pluck it with no problems. You get everything set up on small little skewers, small branches that you find around. You guys have some. What should we call these? Snow kebabs or these crakes?
Let's see.
I like crake kebab. Or crook kebab.
Croak?
Yeah, get it? Croak. Ha ha.
Because they all croaked at the end.
They did. They did all croak
Yeah.
at the end.
I saw where you're going with that, Heather. Now we just need some giant frogs.
I like puns.
I like frogs. I hope I don't have to kill any frogs. They're my friends.
And before we get attacked by a German Kermit the Frog.
And I tell you right
make
now,
no
I
promises.
do not want to eat frog legs.
All right. Are we doing anything else? It's if you guys wanted, you could do like another hour of travel, unless we're genuinely camping here for the night. In which case,
I think this tree is a great spot.
Genuinely camping. And
Yeah, I think we're all set up here.
So our tents are. So our tents are like inside the tree in a way.
You could put both up underneath the boughs of this giant pine tree.
Okay, that's interesting.
Sorry, there was bubble wrap about to be popped.
I'm sorry.
I feel like we could probably take the tents and sort of make an opening to the tree with the tents like extending out.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works for you folks.
That way
I
we
would.
can sleep in tents and tree. There's no
Out of
sign of like
curiosity.
there's no sign of like killer termites in this tree, right? We're not going to be assaulted in our sleep by tiny carnivorous
You smacked
tree mites.
the tree, nothing happened.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing is ever going to happen.
Bucephalus would be able to tell you that the amount of sap that was covering his hands. Oh no, this tree is alive and healthy.
Okay, cool.
All right. Are we setting up watches? Do we wish to leave a fire out tonight?
I recommend the fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold Monday night. We might want to keep a fire going.
Mhm. Plus, fire can sometimes be helpful if we have to fight things that don't respond to normal methods of stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Nice one. So,
That was
who's taking
those
the first watch
croaks.
then?
Take first watch if you guys want to take a get some sleep.
Okay.
Mhm.
For
I
Chris
can
to
Um,
go
take the
sleep.
watch after Megda.
All
Well,
right.
I guess third one for me then.
Finally back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You missed us making croaks.
Okay, so nothing really that important.
No, we're getting ready to go to sleep and set up watches and stuff.
Now, I would assume croak does have an e at the end. Is that correct?
I would hope so, or else it
Yes,
won't
I
be
was
truly
assuming.
an anagram.
All right. Well, looks like we are already making
Not
perception
doing too
checks.
good right now.
Wonderful.
Megda!
You're keeping an eye
Oh
out.
no.
First hour goes by. It is eerie and dark, and especially when the sun sets, you in particular, you get this sense of wrongness coming from just the entire forest around you. It feels like you've got eyes in the back of your head at all times. You're constantly looking over your shoulder. You're feeling paranoid, and it's just you're constantly looking around, and it's during one of those times you almost miss it at first. Thud, thud, just loud footfalls. If you wish to do that, you can cast it.
Okay. I would like to do that because I figured that once it starts getting dark and everything, I thought I would be able to do that. Is there something? Oh, should I click that? Guess I can click that button. Okay. Wow, I get a little thingy. All right, I guess that. I don't get it. Okay, there we go.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's useful.
It's a very useful spell.
Everything is evil. Everywhere.
It's as you're looking around with the spell up, you you can sense in the air and see it slightly, just the aura of wrongness that you feel. It seems to just permeate everything. Excuse me, at least a little bit, but you don't get any specific things around you. At least going by the definition of that spell, you do not see any place or object within 30 feet of you that's been consecrated or desecrated. Um, as you're looking, though, you do get the sense of something just kind of drifting through. And as you look, you see the fire flicker. And you look that direction, and you do see kind of the outline of probably a spirit. Just drift gently through the camp. doesn't seem to be intent in one direction or another. Just kind of glides through over the fire. About 45 seconds later, you see it turn around and just kind of float up above the camp. It goes out of your visual sight for a minute and comes back down. And then it just drifts off further into the forest, same direction as you folks are traveling. And as you're watching that, that's when you almost miss it. Just heavy footfalls off in the distance, very loud, deep thumps. But as you look out, you can't see anything. They get a little bit louder, not like they're sort of like they're coming closer. Then they stop. You just hear this loud crack that just resounds throughout the night.
Does it wake any of us up?
It's loud, but it's not loud enough to wake sleepers. Almost, though. Almost. It's most of you kind of stir in your sleep a little bit, but it wasn't enough to bring you to wakefulness.
Is it like a crack of a tree, crack of lightning? Like what kind of crack are we hearing?
A bit like the crack of a tree.
Okay. And so there's nothing within 30 feet of me that is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
the spirit that drifted through. You could
Just
see
that
that
one?
because of your spell.
Okay.
You got the sense that it was probably undead, but it did not seem to have any ill intent. It just drifted through and then drifted off.
Okay. And the sound that I'm hearing, where is that coming from? Or can I not tell that?
A little bit further into the forest. If we had to give it cardinal directions, probably to the northwest.
Northwest. Okay. Over there? Sorry, I see Heather dancing around in the forest.
She's raving.
Ding, 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 ding.
So. Now, since I heard a sound coming from a specific direction, can I travel not extremely far away from the camp? Obviously, I don't want to go too far, but to see if I can kind of like look around any trees or see if I can get a better perspective without really leaving the camp too. Just to
You
see if I can see
climb the
anything.
tree.
I could potentially climb the tree. I don't know how good I am with. Well, I might be good at climbing trees. Let me see.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is
I
climbing?
mean,
Climbing dexterity? No, I'm not good at climbing trees.
well, no. In this case, it would be just a normal athletics check,
Yeah, strength.
Oh well.
which you do have a +3 in.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I'm
started
not going
to
to climb
trend.
all the way up to the top. I'm just going to climb a little bit to see if I can see anything. And let's
Well,
give it a try.
Are we climbing up the
Oh, no.
pine tree that you folks are sleeping under, or are we going to find something that
I don't
would
think
give
it
more
matters at
visibility
this
without
point.
being high up?
No, doesn't
I
matter.
think at any point, I don't think it's really going to help. So.
Yup.
You
I
guys
don't
don't know
think-
that.
Okay.
You mean a 6 is can still climb?
It's not a 0.
Yeah.
I'm just going to climb like the wrong tree and look in the wrong direction and be like, nope, I don't see anything.
I'll be right back.
I guess a little bit further, but not extremely far away. See if I can get one that's a little bit more in that direction. If there's anything that I can see a little better.
Yeah. So you go about 20, 30 feet from the camp to the next, kind of like the next big enough tree to climb over. You're starting to scale up without too much issue, but then you look up and you're about 15 feet off the ground and there's no other handholds. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not climbing up any higher. But you're still a few feet off the ground. If you fell, it hurt a little bit. and you start looking out in the direction that you heard the sound coming from. And with your dark vision, you're able to see good 60 feet out without too much issue. Without the light of the fire lighting it up, though, it's you can't make out colors for sure, and some of it just kind of blends in together, and especially with that just pervasive wrongness, it feels like everything that's not in sunlight just is muddled together into this formless uh, haze. And you think that just beyond the edge of your vision might be something large. Can't quite make out details, but you see a distinct, like, not quite as black as the nighttime itself. You see something that it feels like it stands out a bit, probably a good 9, 10 feet tall. That looks like it's moving a little bit, but that's about all you can make out.
Hmm. Is it slug-like?
From what you saw of the slugs earlier in the day, the slugs, like the one that you saw, was a good like 8 or 9 feet long. As far as tall, it came up about 4 or 5 feet. This thing,
Standing slug. Okay.
yeah, either it's a standing slug or it's something that's humanoidish.
Okay. So I guess I should probably get down and go in and wake up Sit and see if she can get a better look than I can at thing. And that you said that was out of my vision, so that would be further away from the detect good or evil or good. So that wouldn't give me anything either. All right.
Hmm.
So I go in and be like, "Excuse me, Sid. I know you just probably went right to sleep. Could I borrow your eyes for just a moment?" And of course, when I say borrow your eyes, I mean, the whole body. I don't want to like remove your eyes. I know I have some eyes in my pockets now, but you can come on outside for a moment.
Huh?
There's
Wait, whoa. Give me, give me just a moment. You want what?
could you look out there for me? I think I'm seeing something out there and I need another set of eyes to make sure I'm not hallucinating.
Oh, okay. So she gets up. She sizes up the tree and she'll just start climbing it.
The same one Megda went up, or the one you guys are sleeping under?
I
The ones that
recommend
we're
not that
sleeping
one.
under.
I recommend not climbing that one. You can't get much further up than 15, but this one you probably could. So good job.
Yeah, I'm going up our tree.
All right. Well, you do have a climbing speed, thus no roll needed.
Yes.
You start scaling the tree quite well. There are points where you got to bring out your claws a little bit to get some purchase, but you scale it much easier than Gary had earlier in the day.
Gary.
But you climb up. You get to about the height where you can actually poke your head out from the rest of the boughs and see out as far as you can, which, given the fact that it's pretty dark out now, and looking up, you don't see stars overhead. Looks like whatever clouds Bucephalus was talking about kind of rolled in already. But you're looking out, and you know what? Make a perception check for me.
All right. Let's see.
Why is it
Huh?
light
Why is it
gray?
faded?
Were you holding, was it Control Shift or Alt when you clicked that?
Oh, yeah. So
That'd-
we could talk. Sorry. Do you want me
Yeah,
to?
no, you're fine. I just needed to see what you rolled. Um, you're looking out. You're keeping.
My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Can I go with that second roll though?
No. I didn't mean to. I saw
I
the
know.
circle thing, so I thought it would.
You're good.
Can she
You
go
can
with the
move
second
that.
roll though?
No.
She does a double take and she takes the second one, the second take.
Yeah.
What?
You're
What did
starting to
I just
look
say?
out, and then you feel time rewind a couple of seconds, and you look out and you squint your eyes this time. You can see further.
What?
No, it's okay. I'll take the 12.
Um, but as you're kind of leaning out as far as you can and looking, you can only see about 60 feet or so, just given your nighttime vision. And with that, you're looking in the direction that Magda would have pointed you in, but you're not seeing what she is. You do see, like, it's beyond your 60 feet. It's probably 100 feet or so away.
Mhm.
Give or take, you think like one of the trees is shaking, because you can see, like, at night you can still see decently far even with no light, but you can't make out details and stuff. But it almost looks like one of the trees is kind of like swaying back and forth harder than the ones around it.
So, am I like sitting on a branch, right? Like a decent, like kind of branch, or am I holding on to it like I'm still climbing?
The way I'm envisioning it is the branch, you're standing on one branch that's sturdy enough to hold you while you're holding on to another one. Whether you're standing or crouched is up to you.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to. I don't know if I can shindig this or something, but I do have stuff to be able to light something and possibly attach it to my crossbow to fly it out so I could see if it'll go anywhere.
Light a
I
crossbow
don't
on
know.
fire and try to catch
Uh,
the forest on fire.
Pretty much.
Hey, over here, big thing.
What is it we used to do? Wouldn't we put a light on one of Aaron's shoes and then shoot it across the room or something like that?
Joke's on you. Herc has both of his shoes right now and he's asleep.
Somebody go steal Herc's shoe.
Somebody go steal
Oh,
Herc's shoe.
goodness.
So,
See if
what is
anything
it we're
eats the
attempting to
shoe.
do, said Lally?
I'm not trying to set. I don't want to set the forest on fire, but
Wouldn't be the first
I
I
just
make
kind
no
of.
promises.
Depends on if it's a one or
It,
not.
it absolutely would not be the first
It is
time.
very dead wood out here for a lot of things.
Don't you remember that, babe?
Mhm.
Yeah. When you make a forest fire in the game?
Uh,
Lovely.
yeah.
Context here.
Don't make me pull out Smokey.
Well, the context here is so Heather was playing Breath of the Wild, and she was using her fire arrows at these freaking enemies. And when she used her fire arrow, she fired the arrow into the crosswind in Breath of the Wild and created a wildfire and killed everything.
Congratulations.
Gorgeous. Let's do it
It
again.
was. I didn't know what was happening. I just saw stuff dying. So, anyway, you know what? YOLO.
Oh boy.
I love it. What are we doing?
We're gonna die, that's what we're
I'm
doing.
gonna light one of my crossbows and shoot it off into the direction just to see if I can get a better visual of this whatever is shaking in the distance.
Oh boy.
I can
I don't know if it's gonna work, but
I can hear Krillin yelling solar flare a mile away.
All right.
how would I
Well-
do that though? Out of curiosity, if I can.
Normal
Like an attack
mechanics
roll at
for
the air.
lighting things on fire is, especially arrows and the like, they tend to have some form of cloth or flammable material wrapped around the head that is lit
Okay.
on fire.
Yeah, I have stuff like that. So
Like, I was just looking at your inventory. If you wanted to, like, shove a candle onto the end of one of your crossbow bolts and shoot that off,
yeah,
you could definitely do that.
the candle will go out though by the time it gets that far though.
Maybe. I
You
don't know.
could
That depends on a dice roll.
you could have
Oh,
a
okay,
bit of
okay.
cloth that you have dipped in wax all but the tip and wrap that around your arrow and then light the tip of the cloth that doesn't have the wax on it. As the cloth burns, it melts the wax on the rest of the cloth and extends the arrow's burning life.
Or better yet, you've got oil.
There's that.
I do
got
have
oil.
oil.
We'll just say just a small bit of
Molotov
oil.
arrow.
Yeah, Molotov arrow essentially. You just wrap, you take one of your bolts, you shred some cloth, wrap it around it, take a little bit of oil, douse it, and well, if you've got oil and stuff, I assume you got a tinderbox.
I do.
You light that on fire, and it takes a little bit of balancing. So please make an attack roll with your crossbow.
So I just hit the thing like normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, this will be at disadvantage because what you're aiming at is in darkness and while you're trying to balance on a branch. There's lots of factors against you here, but let's see what you got.
Okay.
Everybody
Swear to
knows
God.
that Kingdom Hearts
You roll
is
a
light.
1, though. I'm going to be slightly upset. Thank God.
No. No, I didn't.
If you had rolled a 1, we might have had a dead sit falling out of a tree. Yeah, no, it's. I can't say like it's a great shot or easy enough. Like you're steadying yourself in the branch, taking aim, trying to aim for that moving tree as best you can, which it took you like 30 seconds to set up the flaming arrow, and you're down on the ground, Meg, and you kind of look up just to see his fire sprout from the tree, and then it just goes arcing out across, and it vanishes from view for you, Meg, pretty quickly. But you're watching Sit, and it doesn't quite get to the mark. It looks like you undershot it a bit.
Damn.
And then you watch it drop below the tree line.
Uh-oh.
A few seconds pass. Loud enough to wake all of you up.
What is that?
Praise be to Lysander. Y'all hear that?
What was that? What was that?
Man,
Herg comes running out of the tent, clutching his halberd. He's like, what is it? Where is it?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
What
Right,
is it? Where is it?
I come
Can they
rolling out
hear
of my...
me?
Are you yelling?
Well, I hear them yelling. Can I hear them yelling in
Oh
the
yes.
camp? Yeah, I screamed out. I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't know."
Didn't know what? What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, well, what happened? What'd you do?
I messed up.
What did we mess up? What is that? Oh shit!
And yeah,
Giant footsteps
y'all told me not to climb a tree.
making their way closer to your camp.
Oh
Herg,
God!
Take the fire out.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Herg wishes to dump water on the fire to put it out, and then look around for a good place to hide.
I'm running back to get my stuff, which is already carefully packed.
All right, so let's review the situation here really quick. We got very loud footsteps coming closer very quickly. We've got Sit still up in a tree. We've got Busey diving back in underneath said tree to grab his stuff. Herg is currently dousing the fire. Megda, what are you doing?
Magda is trying to see what's coming and also looking up to make sure Sit is getting down from the tree okay, because she doesn't want to leave someone up in a tree.
Honestly, I think Sitlali's panicking right now. She doesn't know what to do if she's gonna climb down the tree or not. Is there any coverage inside said tree?
Oh yeah, no, you can just duck back in underneath the
I'm
branches.
gonna duck back in within the branches and hold on for dear life.
I just yell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What are you doing, Spike?
He's probably getting ready to fight the tree.
I think he's
still
muted again.
sleeping.
I think he's muted again. I hear him talking in the living room, but I don't hear it on here. Spike,
It's just the mic button again. But anyway, what was going on?
there's giant footsteps running toward the camp, and
So I'm gonna shout for everybody to hold on.
yes, keep shouting.
Everybody just turn out the fire, stay quiet, and shh.
I'm gonna sprint into action and try to chop the tree down.
What?
tree.
He doesn't
We
see
all
you
are
now
in the
'cause you're hiding in the tree.
I'm in the tree too.
Would it be okay if her stopped Spike from chopping the tree down?
No,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely unacceptable.
Sit Lolly's up there. Quick, Spike, we gotta douse the fire and hide. There's something huge coming.
Alright, well, I'm gonna chop the tree down.
No, she's in the tree.
You know, when you said YOLO,
Okay.
you might be right, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't chop the tree down. Then what am I gonna do?
We're gonna hide in the bushes, quick.
Okay. Well then, how are we gonna get our friend out of the tree?
She can stay in the tree. She's a cat. Cats like trees.
Sort of.
You like them
Wow.
better than the ground right now, don't you?
I just
Can I just hide myself? Can I use my stealth to hide myself very good in the
Yeah,
tree?
no, we're gonna get to that, Heather. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see what everybody's doing first.
I just whisper out, "This is why I didn't let the cat climb the tree."
So, let's review our situation really quick. Something obviously large with huge footsteps coming in. As it gets closer, you spot it just as you're ducking back in under Sitlali, a few seconds before Megda does. And this thing is pretty freaking big. Probably a good 9 or 10 feet tall. You can't quite make out specific details, but you see long, gangly arms, very big humanoid, and it looks just absolutely hideous.
It's a troll.
It's a troll.
Yeah, if you want to put game terms, yeah, it's a troll.
It's a troll bark forest. It's a troll.
Yeah,
You said it wasn't supposed to be trolls.
That man
But
doesn't
it's
come
called
into this
Troll Bark
forest. That man doesn't
asked
come into
about
the
it.
forest. We did, but
Hopefully
that man,
it's not a grumpy old troll that lives under the bridge.
that man
I
at that
scared the
cushy,
troll.
comfy castle does not come into the goddamn forest. He just told us what we needed to hear to get us to go here.
Okay.
so
Since
yeah,
it's a
you
troll.
you. Oh yeah, I know. Hold on. You spot that a couple seconds, and as it's about 50 or so feet away from the camp, you now spot it, Megda. And it's at that exact moment that you spot it that there's a almost right beside you as Herg douses the fire, turns towards Spike, who looks like he's about to start chopping down the tree. All of that's actually underneath the boughs. So we currently have Spike and Bucephalus underneath in the tree where you guys were camping. Sitlali's up the top, so it's really just Herg and Megda who are currently like we'll throw quotes around outside right now.
Well,
With a
and
troll.
Spike.
Yeah, and Spike with a troll,
troll.
crashing towards your camp.
I shouldn't have put the fire out. I shouldn't have put the fire out.
Wow, great, bro. And now we are effed up.
Yes.
So, my dear party, what are we doing?
Does it look
I'm
like
gonna
a?
Towards that troll and chop the
Oh,
head
God.
off.
Okay.
No. I think we should. I don't know if they can hear me, because I don't want to shout anymore.
You are about 30 feet up.
Does this troll
you-
look like something we could handle?
I don't know.
No.
You guys
roll
take a look and determine that for yourself. This thing is like Megda and Sit have seen so far. It's a good 9 or 10 feet tall. Just wart-covered skin, long, gangly arms that are ending in very wicked-looking claws, and well, it sounds hungry the way it's growling coming towards the camp.
I'm
We
gonna
have-
chop its leg off.
Oh, God.
Worst case scenario, we have punched above our weight class before.
Well, I was just gonna ask.
We
Does
also
Meghan know
died.
anything about like how tough trolls are?
Oh, it's very common knowledge. Trolls are very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They
Wait,
they
I have
have
an idea.
they have this natural ability to regenerate. In fact, there's even stories that that's how they propagate. Is if you chop a troll's arm off, that arm will grow a new troll, while the troll who had its arm lopped off grows a new arm.
Can I go out of the
That's just a theory. It's not exactly confirmed.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's true. It's 100% true.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna come out just a little bit for a second, and I'm gonna yell over Sitlolly. Sitlolly, can you hear me? Cat.
Hold
Keep
up.
in mind,
Well, would the troll die if I, for example, stabbed it in the heart?
No.
right now time is kind of paused because this thing has long strides. It could
Okay.
make it to the camp in just a couple of seconds.
No.
So
Okay.
Then I have an idea. We just book it.
I just say for us
Report
to
the
hide
camp.
as quick as possible.
Sitlolly, set the fucking grass on fire. Make a fire.
Oh yeah, make the fire so then the
You can
troll
scare
can
the shit
burn.
away.
Trolls don't get scared. Trolls
Did
get
I
mad.
hit this thing with the fire, or did I just scare the shit out of it?
the way it's tumbling towards you guys, you're pretty sure you did not hit it. You don't see a flaming bolt sticking out of it.
Got it.
Set the grass on fire.
I think the troll's here by now. You said that like 3 times.
Probably.
So time is paused. You guys technically in character cannot communicate right now. Troll's about 50 feet off.
Okay.
What are y'all doing individually? More specifically, because
I'm-
you're still technically underneath the tree right now getting your stuff, Busey.
Okay.
It's mostly the 3 that are outside of the tents right now.
Oh yeah, you don't
Yeah,
even
I'm
know it's a
not-
troll yet.
Then I'm not moving.
I'm hiding within the tree.
Yes.
I am trying.
That is point blank.
I am trying to get my brother Spike to dive into the bushes to hide with me, but if he doesn't do that, I'm gonna have to go with him, or else he's gonna get killed.
I'm kind of
Alright,
one
you
of
know
those.
what? I'm not gonna go at that troll. You know what? Let's just completely abandon camp and get the heck out of here.
Let's hide. If we run, he'll see us.
Fine, hiding it is.
And since Megda saw Sit kind of hide in the tree, she wanted to stay there to make sure if Sit needed to leave the tree that, she had somebody there to kind of watch her back. But since it's hiding in the tree, she's going to kind of follow after Herg and Spike and try to go hide, I guess, behind
Herc
some trees or bushes or
finds the best looking bush he
rocks.
can and dives into it to try and hide.
All right. In which case, if I can get everybody to make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
I am not good at the hiding.
Oh no!
I just like holding the twig in front of me. Just
So the
like,
bush-
you can't see me.
The bush is like a tiny little berry bush, and you've got just Herg's giant head and shoulders like peeking out. He's clutching his halberd. He's like coming out around the sides of the bush. It's great.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
To be fair, Bucephalus doesn't even know he's supposed to hide yet.
Yeah, I just heard noise and got scared. So.
All right. So, time magically unfreezes. The troll just comes thundering in towards the camp, and it rounds the tree right as everybody's diving behind cover in various forms. So you're up in the tree. You kind of get the bird's eye view of all this, and it's fantastic, and it's like it's beautiful in its own disturbing way. Watching a troll crash into the camp, you watch as Megda trips, trying to round one tree on the other side of the camp. You watch Herg and Spike both dive at the same time towards this set of bushes, and I don't think did Spike roll?
Spike didn't
Oh.
roll.
No.
Spike roll stealth.
Hold up, where is stealth? Okay, there it is.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. you see Herg and Spike both dive for the same bush. Spike kind of gets there first and disappears in, whereas Herg's feet are still kind of sticking out of it.
Maybe stick the feet out in a place where the troll can't see it.
I don't think with a 4 that's going to be possible, but he'll sure try.
Who
And
knows?
could
Maybe
make
the perception of the troll's bad. The troll's just
for
like,
the
wow,
bush.
that bush has nice shoes.
and
Yeah, no,
you don't see Busey as this troll comes rounding the tree, and you see it sniff the camp for a couple seconds. It sees the doused fire, and it swipes at the tents. And as it's swiping, you see Megda finally crawling around the side of the tree that she was aiming for, right as the troll looks over. And Megda, you're starting to pick yourself up, and you peek out, and you make eye contact with the troll.
Evening, how are you doing this evening?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You don't talk to the trolls.
I don't know these things.
All right. So I will give you folks the choice. We can either do this in initiative or out. If we do it out of initiative, we'll kind of do it how we have been. We just kind of pause time. We kind of get what everybody's doing, and then we unpause and then kind of explode. Or we can do it in initiative. That way we'll throw quotes or track things a little bit better.
I like initiative. It's less confusing.
We can do we can do initiative. That's fine.
All right, let me toss up another random map really quick.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I like. We're gonna go with this one. I haven't looked at it yet. Hey, this'll do.
Forest Trail 9.
Yeah, I got a module that had 18 randomized like forest trail maps. I don't like this one. I need one that's a little more open-ish. Give me one quick second. Sorry, guys.
Y'all give me anxiety. Freaking situation to make me pick my fingernails.
Hey, same. You know what? This one will be good. We're gonna go with number 4. Activate. So once everybody makes their way over here at some point,
70% loading screen.
You do
Almost
not
there.
own any token with vision in this scene.
yes,
Making our
which
way
that's
downtown.
that's a moment. I'll need a second to get tokens out for everybody so we can see what people are at.
Righteous.
Are you going to use the other one I sent you?
Ow, 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 ow.
It's black.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Thanks for Q.
I don't think I got the other one uploaded yet,
Dun, dun,
Megda.
dun.
I'll need a second for that.
It doesn't matter.
The black screen of death. This is hell for us.
I sort of have. I guess this is literal peripheral vision because it's just kind of like the periphery of the
Okay,
forest.
there we go. Look, I'm in the tree.
I can't see you yet. I don't have a token.
I see myself. I'm in the tree.
I see myself now.
I see part of the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, there's actually walls on here. Sorry about that. Give me one second.
There's what on here?
Walls.
Walls.
You have hit a wall.
Okay, so
Like another brick in the wall.
All in all, you're
there we go.
just
You
a-
should be able to see a little bit better, Sit. Oops, I put you guys in a wall. Let me change that really quick.
Dun dun dun.
Is the only token I can see the troll?
So I can only see where the tree is right now, where I'm in the tree. Like the other rest of the map is where to be visual at all. Like it's all black.
I don't see where I am.
You're right next to me.
Okay, how about now? Can you guys see a little bit better?
I can't see any other characters except for me and
I can
Boo
see
Boo.
I can see Megda peeking out from behind a bush. I can see Boo Boo. I can see part of Sitlani's butt poking out of a tree. I can't see the troll wherever he is.
I don't have the troll out yet.
Okay.
I can't see myself.
Really? You're right next to me in the middle of the screen.
I can't see
don't
anywhere
see
of this
the
map.
screen. See, I think you guys are on this side of the map, and then they're on this side of the map, and I'm in the
See,
middle.
Aaron, what did I tell you?
What happened?
You jinxed it earlier, remember?
I mean, like, it's not my technical problems, so.
I know, I'm kidding.
Darn, I thought I had a good troll token already set up, but I don't, so we're just going to use the base image for it.
I can't
Our
even.
dear troll.
All about the base, no trouble.
Okay, I
Wait.
see the troll.
I
Okay,
see half of
but
the
I
troll.
can't see anybody else.
Oh,
I
I
can
see the
only
troll.
see me.
Can you see the terrain, Sit?
From
I
middle
can
of
see.
troll
Okay,
down
so I
is
can
black.
see literally half the map,
Okay.
the upper half.
Which I
will put it in the Discord.
I believe it's because there are walls here. In fact, there are what's known as terrain walls in Foundry, which you can see through one line of terrain walls, but you cannot see through two lines of terrain walls. I think. Let me shift you really quick. How about now? What can you see?
That's exactly what I can see on Magda's area. That's exactly what I see.
Oh, geez. What? Okay, that's nothing at all like what.
Right.
That's really weird.
Oh,
So
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm viewing right now.
I'm gonna go to size chart and then pop back over to forest trail and see if that does anything.
That is not what mine looks like at all.
Try refreshing.
That worked. Try that. That is much better. I see myself now.
We're good.
Jason,
We're good
if
now.
you can't see,
Okay.
you hit refresh.
Yeah, it probably just the map had loaded wrong since I was still doing stuff. Simply because I don't want to accidentally screw things up again, I'm not going to move Bucephalus and Sitlali back into the tree. That small cluster right there, that's your big wayward pine that you guys were camping under. The camp tidbit was that entrance right there.
Death.
Right now, Bucephalus would be underneath the trees. As
And
the
I'd be
troll
right
just
here.
Swipe that. Yeah, you would be higher up, like in that bit right up there. The bush that you watched Herg and Spike jump into is over where their tokens are at, and the tree that Magda had attempted to crawl around and peeked around and locked eyes with the troll is right over here.
Okay.
So,
I can see everything.
Okay, finally, I can see my character.
I have our fantastic combat tracker up, so let's roll initiative really quick. That way we can track things.
Got it.
And you folks, and I will, simply because, yes, out of character, I don't recommend fighting. I just don't.
Well, that's why I was trying to say hi to it, and he yelled at me.
We will see what happens here. I'm going to try very hard not to kill people, but oh my god, we got some fun shenanigans that are about to go down.
I have only ever killed one troll before, and I was level 2 when it happened.
Hey, it makes sense that I have a top roll.
Yeah, it does. I believe we still need Spike.
Spike, roll
Okay.
initiative.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's put on some good music. I think we're going to go with the same playlist that I had on earlier.
I did so terribly.
Ow.
All right, so time for some shenanigans to begin. Is the music going to start? Come on. Don't be a dick. Sit, you're going to be up first. The situation as it stands. You and Bucephalus are both in the tree there. You see on the ground, Sit way up in the boughs, about 30 feet up. You can see the troll, and you kind of sense its change in posture as it looks right at Megda, right over on the other side there. What are we doing?
Would I have enough time to do the same thing with the flame arrow?
I would say it would take an action to get it set up, and then you could take your action on the next round to fire it.
I don't know if that's gonna be. Oh boy.
And it's only because you have to take the time to strip some cloth, soak it in oil, wrap it around the arrowhead, then light it on fire. And technically, an entire round is 6 seconds. So you could certainly take your action this round to do so, and then next round we could plunk a troll with it.
Okay. As I'm hiding in, would that quick question? Since I'm still hiding in the tree, would it see me doing this?
Oh, right now, the only thing it actually, just based on the stealth rolls that you guys did, and the perception check that I did for the troll, the only person it saw was Magda.
Ah. Oh.
Which should give you some idea as to what it rolled.
Really bad.
Her, you got lucky. It was one lower.
Oh Lord.
The troll is about to be like, oh, I'm about to wit somebody something I can't say.
Very good catch, my darling.
That was good. That was very good. All right. So, Sid,
All
are
right.
we doing that for our action?
Yeah.
All right. Situation as it stands for you, Busey. You are currently underneath the boughs of the tree, a little stooped down, putting your stuff together. You hear the footsteps crash, crash, crash right into the camp. You hear your friends just scatter, and then suddenly, after a couple seconds, you turn right as this massive claw just swipes the tents and stuff that you guys had set up, and the rest of the branches just come crashing down into their normal spots. And you can technically kind of, oh, there's the drop. You can kind of peek out from underneath and see the gangly legs of this putrid looking troll. And even you can tell that that thing's looking right at Magda. So, Busey, what do we want to do?
I'm pretty sure Magda's dead.
Thanks,
Honey?
Spike.
Honey, we can't hear you at all. I hear you talking in the other room, but we can't hear you in the game.
That is correct. I cannot hear him.
Me neither.
Do you need me to come fix something?
I bet the AirPods finally gave out. They've been sounding weird all night.
Okay. Say, is my computer compatible with Bluetooth?
No, darling.
Oh.
How old's
Are
the
there
computer?
computers that are compatible?
Yes.
Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. Yes, Jason.
Yeah, no worries.
There are computers that are compatible with Bluetooth. That one in particular is not one of them, though, because back when I bought it, it was a feature you had to pay extra for, and I didn't even know what Bluetooth was.
That's understandable.
Okay. So I'm guessing, if I get a completely new computer, then I'd be able to use Bluetooth with it.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get one of those. Not right now.
Not
But-
until this one's broken.
Yeah, and even then, if you break it within a year, that's not happening. You just got that one all set up. It's a good computer. The only reason Mommy got her other computer was because she didn't feel that she was proficient enough to install a liquid cooling system by herself. The rest of it's all interior updated and everything.
Oh. Okay.
A lot of dice. What the fuck just happened?
Just waiting.
Let me try that. Can you guys hear me?
Hi.
Yes.
Hey, someone's alive.
Don't do that. We've got combat stuff going on.
I know, but I'm just having fun while we're waiting.
I would
And
be
me too.
doing that,
Do I get to roll
but
some dice
I
too?
learned from last time
Sure.
that breaks the
Oh
game.
no. Oh yeah, that's right. It did break the game last time. We should not do that.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, much better.
Extremely better.
Ah.
Like best it's been all night better.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me turn down my thing so.
I've got a little middies on
There
me.
we go. Now the battle music's not blaring in your ear.
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
it's
sure
too
what
loud,
happened.
I'm
headset.
genuinely sorry.
Because
Because we had a different headset, but
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, as far as what I was doing, for the moment, I am going to hide next to the rubble.
Which you technically currently already are, just underneath the tree.
But what I would like to do, if possible, is I would like to ready an arrow and shoot at the troll if it attacks Megda.
All right, sounds good.
You're gonna be sniping the troll.
Hippity snipity.
All right, so we are holding our action. Sounds good. In which case, Herc, you're currently face down in a bush right alongside Spike. Spike looks like he got all of his feet in there. You can feel your toes kicking out in the air, and you kind of duck down and you feel the troll stomping into camp, and it sniffs around for a couple of seconds. Then you hear it stop. What are you doing?
Would it cost me an action to peek out of the bush and look?
You can very quickly peek.
Oh, very quickly.
That wouldn't
peek.
cost you an action. You very quickly peek back over your shoulder, and you see it looking off to what would be your right.
Do I know that that's the direction Megda ran when we were all diving?
You heard something crash over that direction.
Okay.
Whether or not it was her or something else, you're not quite sure.
All right. Can I... Let me check my inventory really quick.
The game changer.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Where's
long
all the
list of
It's liking
epic fantasy battle music by Antti Martikainen, for those who are interested.
Okay.
Would I be able to... Would I be able to take my 50 feet of hempen rope and tie it into like a sort of like large lasso-y kind of dealio?
Yeah, you could definitely make a large lasso.
I would like to make a large lasso with my rope, and I assume that's my action.
Yeah, it would take a few seconds to do it. So it's you very quickly pull your way up into the bush, feel around, pull out the rope, and make a giant lasso out of it.
All right.
I've seen The Empire Strikes Back. I know where this is going.
Aha. Well, we'll see what actually happens. Hey, maybe you guys will actually be able to kill a troll at level 1. That would be an accomplishment. We'll find out.
We would
We
gain a level at
immediately
least, right?
love
With that.
I hope so. But anyway, yeah.
I don't do experience points.
I assume that is the entirety of my turn. I don't really have any bonus actions I can do.
Sounds good. In
This
which
music
case,
came in perfectly.
Killing a
Now
troll at
bring up
level 1
that
has to be a
gun.
milestone.
it is our dear troll.
Depends what kind of troll it is.
And yes, Magda, you are looking right at it. It is looking right at you. And
Do they have fire in their eyes?
that's absolutely hilarious because trolls hate fire.
Yeah.
And it stalks forward, and you see this big gnarly grin spread across its face with crooked, broken like cavity-ridden teeth, and you can
Ugh.
just smell the rancid breath as it stalks closer to you, and it kind of walks right up to you, just kind of standing over you, looking down. It doesn't actually attack you yet. That's gonna be its turn. Spike, what are we doing?
I'm gonna throw a hand axe at it.
All right, make an attack roll for me.
All right. Hold up, it's not showing me my hand axe.
Well, at least you didn't try to go toe to toe with it.
Yup.
I am not going out in the open.
Is it
I
because
need-
is it because he threw his hand axe last round?
My inventory, it said I had two.
I think what ended up happening is because it looks like it had a number tracker, and when you used it, it didn't add it back.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume you went and retrieved your hand axes. So you should be fine now.
It shows that I have one now. Okay.
Yeah, I bumped up the quantity for it. I don't really know what happened there.
Wait, it says it's out of ammo. Wait, hold up. Actually, I think this might work. All right, it says 8.
No, that's damage. You have to roll attack.
Intriguing.
Okay.
I can hear you talking in the other room, babe, but not on Discord.
I do have a pigeon, but I don't know what that does. Is that like supposed to impale?
No, darling, it's your hand axe that you need.
Alright, I'm starting to get confused.
That is, yeah. Sorry, I rolled that for you really quick. Why is it? Yeah, it doesn't have limited. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, no, we're gonna turn that off. There we go. Now it should be good.
Alright, what'd you do?
I turned off ammunition.
It's a special
Okay,
hand
now
axe.
I can really.
All right, we're not gonna go with my roll. So yes, roll. There we go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And it's you peek out, you pull out a hand axe, and you chunk it right at the troll, and it whizzes through the air, and it thunks right into the tree right next to its head. And
At least it distracted it from Meg.
it turns for a second and looks over. It sniffs the air really quick, turns right back to Meg. Megda!
Not a very effective distraction. I guess I better pop out of the and start dancing in front of it. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. That would be a suicide mission.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Nuke it from the orbit. I like that.
It's a good song, and it's a great name for a song, too.
Okay, so everyone said don't talk to the troll. Does Megda know not to talk to a troll?
Do you feel like Megda would know not to talk to a troll?
I don't know why Megda wouldn't talk to a troll, but I don't know anything about trolls other than this one has sniffed a couple times, has claws, and it has warts, and is tall, and is apparently doesn't like fire, and that's about all I got.
Trolls in general don't care for fire, but yeah.
She's new to Dungeons and Dragons, so she doesn't know about trolls OOCly enough to know if she would know about the mycelium.
Okay, that's fair. Out of character then. Trolls are usually big, nasty, evil things that tend to just consume whatever is near them. They are supposedly offspring in some bastardization of giants. It tends to be one of the few. They are capable of language and simple tool use. They prefer not to because they like getting their claws bloody. No, usually when you see a troll, you either run because they're pretty freaking hard to kill, or if you're confident enough, try and kill it and light the remains on fire. No, almost regardless, though, you tend to just try to avoid them because they're mean, nasty, evil things.
Mm-hmm. When you just said mean, nasty, evil things, I also just started thinking about. I'm going to say this, and I don't think anybody will get it, but I can just envision him sitting on the Group W bench.
Yeah.
Okay, one person got it. Cool. All right.
You can get anything you want
There we go.
at Alice's restaurant, except an Alice.
Yep. Okay. Good. People got it. People at work do not. All right.
You work in a bank. They have no souls left.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
so,
I work in a bank too. I was like, maybe that's why.
My point stands.
Exactly. I'm a ginger, so I'm doubly screwed.
Maybe that's why you work in the bank.
I don't know.
What
So
does
if they are bad, we probably can't do much talking. And I guess, I mean, if I try to run away, the troll's just going to come after me.
could always disengage and then run?
Yes, that is one of the actions you could take, where you disengage, which means that nobody gets an attack of opportunity against you.
And you get to move away from it. You just don't get to go double speed, just single speed.
And I assume if I run away, I could not drop caltrips.
Because to escape the grasp of a troll that is right in front of you, you are definitely within being grabbed by a claw sort of range. It would take a decent amount of focus to dodge out of the way, so you would not be able to grab caltrips.
Okay.
Or at least you could technically grab them, but you would not be able to do anything with them.
Okay. And where is Herg and Spike? I don't think I have them up on the map, so I just want to know
They're
what
5
direction they
squares
ran
to your
at.
right.
This side?
Yeah, but up more. 2 squares up.
Okay.
Yeah, in that general area, yeah.
Okay. Well, if she ran, probably, I don't know, because if I run this way, then I'm away from you guys. But then I'm also away from you guys.
Could always try to climb a tree.
Yeah, because that went great the last time. Like the one I'm hiding behind. The little twig. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever. I have never had to fight a troll before.
Hey, it's a life and death situation. Please.
I
take
think
your
I'm
time.
the only one here who has had to fight a troll before.
Ooh, I have. They're nasty.
They are. I beat it, but we were level 2 then. Not level 1.
Yeah, one swipe of this thing's claws could technically take out everybody's HP bar in a single go.
I'm sorry, guys.
For about trying to grapple. Is he too big to grapple?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I don't know.
Are you...
It's hold on. That is a fair question. Technically, especially by D&D rules, no, he is not too big for you to grapple. You are a medium-sized creature. He is large, and especially with how I've been doing grappling and such, if they are only one size category bigger than you, you can certainly attempt to grapple. They definitely have the advantage in the situation, though. He is also very big, and even though he's gangly, yeah, like we are talking corded muscles. It's something like a 32 pack going on his abs there. This guy looks strong.
You squeeze his toenail.
I give his arm a hug, and he says, "I like you. I will not eat you."
That is not how that works.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask if I could grapple him, but now you guys are basically assuming that that's a bad idea. So I'm going to assume that's a bad idea. So I guess I'll run. And I guess now since I was looking around during, was this where I went and climbed the tree earlier?
I don't know where your cursor's at. Can you ping for me?
Sorry, I did. I think it's in the tree. It's right next to me.
Oh, no.
Okay, which one
That
did I
is-
climb?
The one that I was figuring you would climb was like over there-ish.
Okay,
A
over
bit
that
more
way.
off to the right.
Okay. Because I was wondering if I could like run around this way. Like if I ran this way, then I could kind of cut back around this way. But all right, I'm gonna run. Disengage and let's see. Let me zoom in so I can actually see boxes and squares. I'm gonna go. Guess. Is that 30? Do I go 30? Is that how far I go?
Yes,
30.
and yes.
Okay. I guess I'll go. And I can actually see a whole lot more now. That was a good move because now I can actually see things.
Yeah, but it's like I was talking about terrain walls when I thought that was what was blocking Sid's vision.
No, it was the giant black mass
Yeah,
of nothingness.
I don't know what the hell caused that. That's strange. But yeah, no, terrain walls. You can see through one set of terrain walls, but if there's another one that is in the same line of sight, it then blocks vision after that. It's really nice when you've got trees where it's like, yeah, you can see the whole trunk of the tree, you can see mostly around the tree, but you can't see directly on the other side of the tree. And that's
Right.
what was blocking your vision after that. So yeah, you can see a lot of things now. But yeah, you see the troll looking at you, and you see it raise its claw, and it goes to strike, but you duck under the claw and shimmy right past it. At the same time, Busey, if you wish to fire your arrow, please feel free.
No. Oof. Hmm. Do I see her get to safety?
Well, as safe as possible at the moment.
Precisely what she
And
said.
I
Safe as
see all of
possible
that
at the moment.
too.
Oh yeah.
If I would like to continue to hold it.
All right. In which
I had
case,
like oil, I could throw it on him for sit, but I also don't know that she's preparing a arrow. But that would have been a good idea too.
yeah, it'd be a little bit of metagaming.
Yeah.
Back to the top of the round. Sit, you are up. You now have a flaming crossbow bolt in your possession.
I aim for his head.
Make an attack roll, please.
Oh boy. Okay.
The head's good, but also whole body is fine too.
Wherever it hits, as long as it hits. Okay.
You
Let's
should
go.
have shot the grass.
Please
next
let
to
it
him and
hit.
Try to make a
Come
bigger
on.
fire.
Mm,
That's fine. I hit him.
I don't remember what their AC is, so I have no idea.
I
if
don't
you
know
hit.
either.
I was gonna say he's a big target. His AC can't be that high.
Big target,
Natural
yes.
armor.
Trolls are surprisingly nimble with tough skin. And this one, it's striking down at Meg. She ducks under its claw and it whirls around right as you go to fire your bolt. And its shoulder swivels just out of the way, and your bolt thunks into the tree right behind it.
Is the tree on fire?
Not yet.
Ah! Does it see the flame on it?
And it turns and you see it shy away from the flaming bolt suddenly, and it looks up. Can't see you in the trees.
Ha!
Did you have anything else you wished to do, Sid Lally?
I don't think there's anything else.
Unless you wish to move down out of the tree.
No.
That's a bad idea.
So, dear Bucephalus, you now would be the very last time you could choose to trigger your held action or lose it.
Okay.
You did see it swing at Meg
Yeah,
when she tried to run.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, since she's gone, I'm in stealth. Everybody else is seemingly in stealth as far as Boosie's aware. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at it.
Make an attack roll, please.
Oh, 1 second. Tori. Yeah. Why did it just? Oh, there we go. Okay. Wow, guys, that did a lot of damage.
And there's
Not
just
that I hit him. I didn't hit
a
him.
twang as you loose your bow, and the arrow goes sailing forth, and it smacks into his chest and doesn't stick. And kind of it bounces off of his thick hide and hits the ground, and
Listening pectorals.
The troll looks down. You see it look over at the trees, and even though you feel
Tree keeps attacking me.
pretty secure, you feel like it's looking right at you.
I'm standing right where I'm at.
And you see it just kind of stop and sniff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. Well, no, it is now your turn, since that was your held action.
True. Oh, fair enough.
Because you technically did that at the end of Lolly's turn.
All right. Oh, hold on. I think might be crashing. Give me a second.
If you need me to, I can do stuff for your character.
No, we're all set.
Okay. I was just saying, I can control your token.
My thing went all weird, and my character sheet's not where it's supposed to be, but doesn't appear to have crashed.
Well, if you hit your token, you should be able to do all the skills and checks and everything on this thing.
Yeah, it went weird. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, sorry, give me a second. My foundry is having a fit.
Well, just tell me what you want to do, and I can do it while you refresh.
Not really doing much of anything. If anything, I would like to use my action to make sure I'm deeper into cover.
All right, yeah, you can certainly take your action to make a stealth roll, and we'll see how well it goes.
Do you want me to do that for you?
Yeah, please, because I'm refreshing.
All right. And it's after firing the shot, even though it's looking right at you, you just kind of shimmy further back under the branches, and you try and make sure that you're not sticking any body parts out from underneath the tree. All right. If there is nothing else from Bucephalus, it shall be Herg's turn.
All right. So Herg is gonna take his lasso, and how close would I have to stand to the troll to try and lasso him?
Lassos and ranged grapples. Fun. So, this is going to be quite interesting. You would definitely have to get out of your cover there.
Okay.
I'd say you probably have to be standing at least there.
Would I be at disadvantage if it was there, or no?
Would not be a disadvantage, no.
Okay. All right, then I will go there. And I would like to attempt to lasso the troll.
All right. In which case, we're gonna treat this like a normal grapple check. So we'll be opposing athletics checks,
Okay.
and I will do a public roll for you fine folks. So
Oh no, her.
Wait, can I rage first? Can I rage first to get advantage on that?
rage and then re-roll, and
Okay,
we'll give you advantage on that one.
I rage.
Well, I rolled some bull crap.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's better.
Hey, you got lucky on that one. And it's you just come thundering out of the bush, and you twirl the lasso and hurl it out, and it sails over the troll, and it kind of gets not around its head. It drifts past the one shoulder. It catches on the shoulder and then lower down on his elbow and the arm closest to you. It sucks them in tight, and you see it just kind of wrench, and it tries to yank out, but you yank, and it's held fast for the moment.
Okay. Let's see. I moved 10 feet, so I still have how much movement, Herg? 20 more feet of movement.
Well, if you're doing what I think you're doing, this is quite clever.
5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. I would like to, because it's 50 feet of rope, so it would still have slack. 1, 2, 3, 15, and then 20.
Awesome.
My action was lassoing him, so I can't do anything else with the rope yet, but I have an idea to do with it.
Oh, leash his ass.
I was planning on throwing it over one of the branches and yanking tight to try and hoist him, but I can't do that yet.
All right. Anything else for me?
Oh, I would like to slap myself in the face for 1 point of damage to maintain my rage. Actually, I think it's more for me. I think I do more on unarmed attacks.
Usually it's like 1 plus your strength modifier, but you don't need to do that.
Okay, I slap myself in the face to maintain my rage.
And, well, it is now our dear troll's turn. And it just... and it's looking at the rope, and it follows it right to you, Herg. And it comes flying at you.
Yeah.
Crash, 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 crash.
Yep.
Ka-thunk. And he gonna bite you.
Thank God for fucking half damage.
17 to hit.
I think that hits. Let me check. Yeah, that definitely hits. 9 piercing damage, halved to 4 or 5.
So actually, what you can do, you don't have to manually do that in your character sheet. If you scroll over the damage in the chat window, 4 little buttons should pop up on the right-hand side of the damage number.
No.
Do you have your token selected?
I do now. Oh, here we go.
First one is full damage. Second button in is to apply half damage.
Okay. Apply half damage. Excellent. I still have 11 hit points. Until it attacks me again, because I think it has multi-attack, if I remember correctly.
You would be right. It does have multi-attack.
Great.
And it just, even though one of its arms is pinned and the other is mostly working, it lunges down at you with those big gnarly teeth, and they just sink into your shoulder. It's some piercing pain, and you'll probably need some antiseptic because that's probably going to get like gangrenous.
It's got rabies.
Rabies. It's got tetanus. It's got cancer all in one go.
Trolls. Fucking trolls.
It's got parasites in the cancer. It's got
I'm HIV
in the parasites.
Yeah, we're talking Like you can see a worm crawling out of one of its teeth as it's flashing down at you.
Oh God.
Like, and then
Oh.
it is going to attempt to swing at you with some claws.
Is it disadvantaged because one of his arms is tied?
I was going to give it disadvantage, yes.
Yay.
Oh, look. A natural
Oh
one.
boy. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we're pretty lucky on that because that was absolute max damage.
Yup.
And it tries to swing at you with the one claw that's mostly tied down, and it swings, but you were knocked off balance a little bit by the bite, and it just between its arm being mostly pinned, it swings wide.
Excellent.
And now for its third and final multi attack.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
It is a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits. Half damage time.
Half of 11, which it should round it down to 5.
Yep, I still have 6 hit points left, but Herg is starting to look pretty bloody.
All right. Well, that's the troll's turn. Spike, you're up. You just watched Herg get an absolute epic moment of stepping out, roaring, throwing a lasso, tying the thing, and running a few feet away from you, and then you watch the troll follow, just crashing after it, and then just laying into your brother.
I decide to quit chickening out.
You're Mike's out again, darling.
I go all the way to that troll. I climb on his back and stab him on the back of his head.
Stab with what?
You come flying in with your greatsword. You're not quite able to climb up on its back. The thing's moving around too much, but you pull out your greatsword and you just take a hack at the nearest body part, and your sword slashes deep into this thing's backside. And it looks up at the sky and just roars in defiance at the lot of you. But almost as soon as your sword pulls out, it almost looks like the wound is starting to seal up.
Oh, jeez. What should I do? What should I do?
Well, I don't think you can do anything else for your turn.
I've up.
All right, well, unless you have anything else, dear Spike, we should move on to Megda.
Can Megda come? Is this 30? 1, 2. Can't quite tell. Is that 30?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, looks spot on.
All right, I come over here to help Herg with the rope there to try to, I don't know, can we put it on the tree or are we still too far away from the tree?
If Megda wants the end of the rope, I'll let Megda have it if she wants to do something with it.
Guys, I'm in the tree.
Yeah, but we can't throw as high as
throw
you
the
are.
rope to you and you can hoist them up then.
I don't think Sitlali has the strength for that, especially since he's in the tree. We gotta leverage
No.
this over a branch.
Well, am I too far away from the tree to be able to do that?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, then can I get out my shield and let me see here. And give me a moment here. I'm gonna see if. Well, can I at least get out my shield and then maybe attack as well, or is just getting out the shield a action?
I will be more than happy to let you pull both a weapon and a shield out in one go.
Okay.
And that won't be the action. So yes, please feel free to swing away.
Okay, I'm debating what kind of action I want to take for attack. I guess I'll use my mace, but I also need to do my armor class and increase that to 16 because I got my shield out, and then I use the mace. Probably miss.
No.
I did not miss.
That's
You
nice.
did not miss.
That is very nice.
I said, you leave her alone. Thwunk.
Thwunk, indeed, and your mace just cracks into this, and it's swinging down, and you smack it right in the elbow. Ugh, you probably hit the funny bone, and it's this thing. You know you leave a pretty sizable bruise, and you watch as Spike comes up behind you as well and is slashing deep into it, and taking a chunk out, and you're already starting to see the wounds heal, even as they're happening.
Now, quick question. It says 9 plus 3 crit. So
12 damage, yes.
Oh, so I got 12. Okay.
Yes, you did 12 because you rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Foundry is already set up to roll criticals automatically.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing some sizable damage to it. All right, anything else for me, Kat?
I don't think my heal spell is a bonus action.
Depends on which one it is.
Let me check.
The Cure Wounds that you have prepared is not. That is a full action. Healing Word, on the other hand, is a bonus action. And it looks like you should have it prepared.
Okay, so I healing word Herg. Let me get my healing word. Where are you? There you are.
Shit.
6 healing. So,
All right.
For damage, you should be able to do the same as with healing.
Okie dokie.
I think
Is it
should
the
be
heart?
I think it should be, yes. Yes, that worked.
Yay! I have 12 points now.
All right, anything else for me, Magda?
I was just going to have her kind of chastise the troll for attacking people in the middle of the night, but then also we're attacking him because he's attacking us. So, but then we also technically fired an arrow at him. So she's just
Sorry.
going to hold her tongue.
All right, way high up in the tree, sit Lolly. You're looking down, and you see Herg lasso the thing, and then just get laid into. You watch both Spike and Magda come charging out of hiding at this thing and start laying into it. It's a bloody situation down there.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but this is the only thing I can think of. Can I light one of my flasks on fire and throw it at him? Like a Mazel tov?
Like a mazel tov? You mean a Molotov?
Hey!
Molotov.
Mazel tov. You take the glass vial, you put it in a plastic paper bag, and you step on it. Mazel tov. You're married to the troll now.
With burning
I'm very
petrol
tired.
alive.
I'm sorry, guys.
Man, babe, we should make bombs at Hanukkah.
You shut the hell up.
I think that may be anti-Semitic.
It was not. Considering our family's Jewish, it was not.
Okay, then.
No.
But yes, you can. In fact, I wonder. Nope, it didn't roll anything. Okay, so what we're gonna do is what's your Dex modifier? +2/+2. Roll a d20, and we are going to add 4 to it.
Got it. Okay.
And it's you are lighting it and throwing it from on high. This is a ranged attack roll. So
Do we do a check or?
no, just roll a d20. Now, so down the bottom right, just
disadvantage
d20 roll.
because he's tied up.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh.
All right. Oh, this is gorgeous. You take your flask and just thinking quickly, you take your tinderbox, strike, light it, and almost instantly it flares up in your hand, damn near burning you and the tree you're in, and you just huck it down to that troll. And it's rearing back to go for another bite on Herg when it just splashes across its face and chest, and flaming oil just gushes everywhere, and this thing just starts howling in pain. It looks really freaking upset and really freaking hurt because it is now on fire.
And it can't regenerate.
And
Haha!
you're watching this troll, and it is thrashing about now, and that oil is starting to seep onto
Force
the rope.
miscalculation.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Caleb, because
And it's this troll's upper body and the rope that is up there is all now on fire.
oh,
All right, anything else for me?
How much damage did she do?
No.
he's on fire. I don't know if there's any damage per se.
I mean, I would argue fire does damage.
Well,
Oh yeah,
apparently
no,
he's
it does
really
damage.
Is it?
It is in the
Is it-
description
is
of the oil flask of how much damage it takes. I'm just reading it just to get a good idea of precisely how long this is going to last and what it's going to do. Yeah, okay. No, I know how we're going to treat it. But yeah, no, you throw it. We now have a flaming troll. Is there anything else that you wish to do, Sitlali?
I don't think I can hit it with a crossbow because that was my action. So,
Yes.
Is she still hidden in the tree?
yeah.
I don't think this troll is terribly concerned about what's up in a tree right now.
I think he's more concerned that he's on fire.
Maybe.
Yes.
This troll is on fire.
Huh.
I mean, you're pretty safe where you are.
Am I though? Because the rope's on fire, and it's not near the tree. No, the troll's near the tree. So
There's 2 trees, though, on the map. Is there 2 trees in real life, or is it just one
It's-
big tree?
It's one big tree.
Okay, yeah, maybe get out of the tree, maybe.
That was the kind of like best cluster that I could find that
I am just
made
gonna
sense.
hold my ground up in the tree and can I ready a crossbow?
Story-wise, yes, you can certainly have you huck down the oil flask and pulled out your crossbow. You're starting to load it and get ready for the next round.
Got it.
In which case, Bucephalus, there's now a flaming troll just a few feet from you.
Fabulous!
Screaming.
Well, if he's a few feet from me.
Courtney made the same joke, Aaron.
We think alike.
Where exactly is he burning on his body? Is he consumed by it?
Entire upper half at this point.
Okay. I would like to throw a torch at his foot.
All right. We're going to do the same thing.
Mhm.
So roll a d20, and we're going to add. Because I got to look at your stats. We're going to add just a +2.
Okay. And roll.
Sweet freaking Jesus! All right, guys. You're just determined to burn everything down, aren't
Maybe
you?
we can kill the troll.
And there goes the music.
I didn't expect me to get a good roll at that one, so.
But yeah, this thing's thrashing about, stomping, trying to get the flames off, and you quickly light a torch, kind of like chuck it right out underneath. See, you stole one of my Pepsis. Sorry, Courtney stole one of my drinks. Anyway, and you chuck it out, and it lands right in between the troll's feet as it's stomping around. Then it just crashes down hard on the torch, and suddenly its foot starts lighting up. And you see very quickly that flame crawl up its legs.
So are trolls highly flammable?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Okay.
They have a very dry sense of humor.
So they
How
don't
do you
have much of a humor left. I just whacked it with a mace.
Out of character with no influence, I'm kind of glad we set him on fire because my plan before all that happened was to scare him by setting our tree on fire.
Oh, and killing the cat. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's great. It's a great idea.
I was banking on Sidali being smart enough and a cat to get out of there, but
Oh, I gotta get rid of one of my flasks. I just realized I don't have.
Yep, just like Bucephalus needs to get rid of one of his torches.
Okay.
All right, anything else for me though, Busey?
Can I, considering he's distracted, can I? Do I want to sneak over with the rest of the party?
Right now, technically, you're going to be like right there.
Oh, okay, fair.
So it is up to you where you wish to go. Because I left you out because I didn't want you accidentally behind the walls that the trees are making.
That's fair.
Oh, this wall.
All right, yeah, I'll just stay where I'm at for the time being. I'll just stay in cover.
All right, Herc, you're up. You're now holding the rope that is now a giant flaming leash on a flaming troll.
Are my hands getting burned, or has the fire not reached there yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It hasn't. It looks like it's mostly the rope directly around the troll, and then a little bit starting to lead to you.
I would like.
You might want to let go of the rope.
Maybe. I would like to throw the rope over the tree, the strongest looking tree branch that I can see that is within reasonable reach, and hoist the troll up into the air so he can't attack people or run.
You're gonna set the tree on fire.
I mean, the tree is probably always going to be on fire. I mean, it's full of sap, honestly. So if it does catch on fire, it's going to burn real hot, and this troll is going to die real fast.
Yeah, and I'm going to die real fast.
You can jump. You're not tied up.
Yeah, 3d6 damage to the rogue. And anyway,
what?
Yes. What?
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, you're about 30 feet up right now. If you jump, 3d6 damage. It's not that bad.
Oh, no, I think I'll just climb down the tree real quick, thank you.
But yes, that is what I would like to try to do.
Okay. That will definitely be in action.
I figured everybody else is doing a pretty good job attacking. I should just keep it from being able to do anything to anybody else.
We're going to do a general strength check, which you will do with advantage.
Yay. Strength, not athletics?
Right, just a general strength check, not athletics.
Please be good. Fuck. Good thing it was with advantage.
Ooh. Yeah, no.
That rope broke.
Goodbye, rope.
Yes, yes, it did. You did an amazing job. You found the best branch you could, quickly looped it over, and grabbed it and yanked. Right at the same time, the troll's swinging around, and it feels the tension on the rope suddenly, and then it flexes, and especially because the rope's now been weakened by fire, it bursts in like 30 different spots, and bits of rope just go spraying out around, and now you've got an unroped flaming troll. All right. Any bonus action or more movement?
Would it be a bonus action for me to throw my hunting trap at his feet?
Considering what it would take to get it out and set it and toss it, it would be a full action.
Okay. Great.
You could definitely pull it out and set it, but that would be about it for the trap.
Yeah, okay, I'll pull it out and set it if I can do that as a bonus action. So at least I'm prepared for the next time.
All right. Now it is Deer Troll's turn.
Yep.
Who, because he's been lit on fire by several different sources, you see the fire continuing to spread, just burning deep. And the wounds that you saw healing, yeah, they're not healing at the moment.
Fire good.
They are decaying.
And this troll's starting to look a little bit beat up. He's not so happy. But he's also not terribly concerned about anybody around him right now, because he is on fire, and trolls really don't like fire.
No.
Just in his blind panic, he's just lashing out with claws at the nearest things to him. So, my dear Herg, Megda, and Spike. If I could get the three of you to please roll a d20. The two highest are each going to be hit or be attacked by a claw attack from this troll, and it's blind panic.
Okie dokie. Roll 1d20. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Oh, why isn't it rolling? There it goes.
Huh.
Well, that actually kind of makes it easy. So, dear Megda and dear Spike, both of you are going to be attacked by a claw attack. So, Megda first.
If there was ever a time to get a natural one.
That is a 16 to hit, Megda.
I have
Great.
a 16 armor class with my shield.
All right, that hits then. So you take 9 points of slashing damage as this troll is just flailing around. You see it's almost like it's trying to get the fires off, but in its blind panic, it's just swinging out with claws, and you're not quite prepared as one lashes out and just slams into you and almost sends you flying. And
Megda's
She's
not
near
doing good.
death.
Near death doesn't look good.
No, Megda's not good.
How many
claw
points you
attack
got
for
left?
you, Spike.
I have one.
That's not good.
That is also a 16 to hit on Spike.
That's his armor class. Hey, Jason,
So
your
you take
microphone's not working again.
11
Armor
points
class
of
is
slashing damage.
16. Does that still count as a hit?
Yes, it has to meet or beat. So you take 11 points of slashing damage as
Well,
It
then
almost-
I've got 1 HP left.
Me too.
hey,
I'm in the danger zone.
oh my god. And just this thing is in a blind panic. It is swinging out left and right, and it's accidentally slashing you guys to pieces. And
It bites
I
itself.
really wish I had that rage bonus.
Yeah, right. Bites itself in its confusion.
no.
No.
Yes.
But in its confusion, it just takes off running.
Oh, good.
Where?
Oh, opportunity attacks?
Yes,
Opportunity attacks.
I'm in the tree. I can't do anything. I'm too far away.
Yeah, the only people
Wanna
getting
run up-
opportunity attacks are the three that it was in melee with. So Herg, Megda, and Spike.
Darn, only a 4.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Those are some nice rolls.
Good job, Megan Spike.
Herg, sadly, you do miss.
Yeah, well, I
you,
was
you
fiddling
try
with the trap.
slashing out, but you were fiddling with the trap. It's at the last second you see your friends almost get run through by giant troll claws, and half abandoning the idea, you whip out your halberd right as it starts running away, but not quick enough. Megda and Spike, because you two were fully prepared, mostly, your weapons sink into this thing, and you see the flames kind of licking at the wounds as this thing is attempting to run away.
Run away, run away, run away if you
But
want
that
to
is its
survive.
turn. Spike, what are we doing?
I'm gonna try to chase after it, climb up its back. Wait a minute,
Gosh
it's
darn
on
it.
fire. I can't do that.
Yeah. But you got hand axes you could throw.
Hand axe, throw, activate.
I'm going to go
Holy-
ahead and assume that we move up to appropriate range.
Mm.
How much range is a hand
Oh
axe?
darn that! Darn
Base of
crit.
20 feet. Otherwise, well, no matter what he misses. But, right. Oops, one space too far. Back a space, and then that is base range for throwing. It's 20-60 for most throwing weapons. Otherwise, it's disadvantage.
Jason, you haven't played a fighter before, but you've got a bonus action you can use called Second Wind that'll give you some health back if you want to. Microphone's not transmitting again, darling.
To do the attack.
You did the attack and you missed, but you've got a bonus
Sadly,
action.
you missed.
Yeah, you've got a bonus action you could use called Second Wind to give yourself some health back if you wanted to.
Fine. I guess I'll use it.
You go to features, you should be able to click on it. The part that says Second Wind.
How the hell did we get out of this one?
All right, so you heal 3 hit points.
Wasn't worth it.
Why does it say unconscious for him?
Because I clicked the wrong thing.
Add 1 more. You should be at 4.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, it's you go dashing forward, whipping out a hand action, just one fluid motion, throwing it forward. This thing, as it's running away from you guys, it is just flailing, and it swings a claw and accidentally bats the axe out of the air. All right, anything else for me, Deer Spike? Yeah,
Can I throw
that is exactly what it's doing right now.
throw another?
Sadly, no. You've only got 1 attack, buddy.
All right.
When you get higher levels, you get multiple attacks.
Okay.
All right, in which case, Magda, you are up.
I miss.
Sadly, it's your bolt goes arcing true, and it slams into this thing's back and bounces off. It's even though on fire, it's got a tough hide. All right, anything else for me, Magda?
Just making sure the tree's not on fire, right?
The one that Cat shot earlier? Sit, not Cat. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
I got confused. I was like, I don't think I shot the tree, did I?
Too many cats.
I think she means the one we're in.
Same basic syllables.
Yeah.
The tree that Sit is currently in, no, is not on fire.
Okay, good.
The tree that Sit shot also is not on fire yet, but you do see the arrow. It's starting to spread, but it's not terribly quickly.
Okay, I'm probably going to sit down because I'm not doing too hot. So I kind of lean up against the tree over here. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to kind of lean up against the tree.
Yeah, sounds good. This will probably be the last round, and then we can call it for the night, folks. Sorry for keeping you so long. I did
No,
not
no, it's
expect to have this
fine.
happen.
Sorry.
Sit, you are up.
All right, let's go.
Hey, Caliph.
Hey, Busey.
Yes.
Have we ever had a session where everything goes as you expected to?
No.
Pardon my language, but fuck no.
I figured.
Did this go in a completely different direction than you anticipated it going? Like
Again,
all
pardon
plans out the window?
my language again. Fuck yes, it did.
Okay.
We are so far off the rails, it's ridiculous.
Hi.
On a crazy train.
All right, and just from up high, you're taking you sit down after you chunking your crossbow at this thing, and your bolt bounces, but then you see a bolt just sail out of the tree overhead and thunk into this thing's shoulder blades, and it staggers forward.
Oh, does she get sneak attack damage for that because it doesn't know where she is?
Do
At this point, technically it's not seen her, but it is aware that there is an attacker somewhere. It's smart enough, so I would say no.
Oh.
Darn it.
I should have asked that when I was sniping. I didn't think of that.
Oh, no,
didn't
I know.
either. But she's a rogue,
Trust me,
so
I
she
know.
gets damage like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Extra damage, yes. And in fact, everybody gets advantage on attack rolls if they are hidden from their target. But no, I knew where you were going with it, and I would have been saying sneak attack if it was applicable. I know. All right, do you have anything else for me, Sid?
I don't think I can do anything.
All right, in which case, Bucephalus.
Well, since I see him booking it and he's routing, I would like to move to about here, if I can do that.
Yeah, no, easy enough.
And I'm gonna try and shoot him in the back.
Shoot him.
Ah,
And
Someone should make an animated series based off of this.
I agree.
I would watch the heck out of it.
That makes two of us. You come striding out of the trees, bow at the ready, arrow nocked. You take aim, you let loose, and it goes sailing just over this thing's shoulder. And you watch as like the fletching on the arrow catches fire as it sails just over this thing's shoulder.
Stop it.
Anything else for me, Busey?
You know what this reminds me of?
What, darling?
Reminds
No,
me
that's
of
it.
a raid battle from Pokemon Sword and Shield.
That's
Oh,
it for
okay.
me. If anything, I'm gonna draw back. Do I have any movement left? I didn't
Yeah,
see.
no, it's you're allowed to break up your movement. You've only moved technically 5, 10, 15 feet. So you still have
Okay, then
15
I
feet of
would like-
movement.
I'm gonna use my other movement to come back here, and I'm like, "Hey, are y'all all right?"
Been a little bit better, but I think some rest will do me some good. Definitely sleep well tonight.
Yeah, I'll make sure y'all stay covered while you try and recover here.
Well,
I
while those
appreciate
two are
it.
conversing, Herg, you're
Herg
up.
goes,
Oh, Klingon guy?
Rog, and hurls a javelin.
Hurl a javelin.
Right now we're fighting a Dynamax Pokemon.
And your javelin goes sailing forward, and this thing, much like with your brother's hand axe, it is flailing around, and it goes sailing right past it. And just as it is, this thing swinging its arm up, and it just bats the javelin like straight up into the sky.
Can I intimidate it with all my fierce yelling?
You can certainly yell, but you can already tell this thing is not paying any attention to you guys.
Oh well.
He's scared of the fire.
He should have the burning sign on him. All right, I think that's all I can do for my turn.
he's gonna keep running.
Probably. I mean, that means we don't get eaten by a troll, though.
I want to kill him.
He's still a troll.
But I still want to kill him.
He's badly injured.
And he won't regenerate, so.
Unless he manages to put the fire out.
True.
Oh,
Which means
there's
that he might come back here, so
Hey, can I yell something over to them out of initiative? Is that allowed?
Sorry, I was busy choking while sneezing.
Oh, that's not
Oh my
good.
god, that was horrible. I sneezed,
okay?
and then
bless you.
I went to sneeze a second time, but
Bless
it caught, and I almost
Ugh.
died.
Oh
I
my
think I pulled
goodness.
something in my shoulder.
Is that
And
fire?
I've got animated spell effects, just so you guys know.
That was sweet.
So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I am attempting to find a good fire one to leave on this guy as he's trying to run away. Let's try this one.
But yeah, can I yell something to them?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That one's much more visible. I like that one. Of course, it's too bad that the token covers it up.
Yeah.
Ooh, there
That's
we go. I
okay.
think I got it. Depends on which layer I'm on. All right. Well, I'm getting the hang of it. I haven't used animated spell tokens before, but yeah, no, he's on fire.
Got it.
You can
Scarlet's
certainly
on
yell. It will
fire.
be out of turn, but as you're yelling, this thing is just thundering and off. Oh my god, thundering off while it's on fire, and it is going to dash its way out of here.
Zoom, zoom.
30.
This guy must be scared of us now because he knows we mean business.
Oh, he
I just
gone?
wanted to. Yeah, I just wanted to yell over.
Can you still see him?
No.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, he's gone. You can hear the footsteps as he's
that
just
mitigates
crashing
that.
away through the forest.
And
And-
Is
Sorry.
he lighting stuff on fire as this is happening?
He leaves flaming footprints behind. It's fucking Hellboy up in here.
Well, so much for me
I mean-
yelling. If I was gonna yell and see if we wanted to track him, to see if he dies somewhere, but
Trolls don't die on their own.
does if he's burning to death.
I'm sure he's gonna find a puddle and jump in it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. We're going to be out of combat because, as far as you guys are concerned at the moment, he disappears crashing off through the forest. Trees start to block your vision, and even the giant candle that this troll is becomes blocked.
I can't see him even up in the tree.
Even up in the tree, it's too many trees have been put in between you and him.
Ah.
Man, Jesus, y'all, some rest.
Well, time to break camp and move somewhere else.
I mean, he kind of already took it down, as far as I can see from up here.
Oh shit. Herg goes over to this tree to try and put out the fire.
It's easy enough. You can just quickly pat it out after yanking the arrow out.
Well, I got all my stuff. I'm ready to go.
We don't have tents anymore.
I have mine. But
The troll ripped up the tents.
Yeah.
Mostly it's smashed them down. There's a few tears here and there, but given some time, you can repair them.
I have mending.
Are they
We've got
more
the
than
mending
1
spell.
foot?
I got mending. I mend the tents, and I say we should probably find another place to rest for a while. So if he comes back, he hopefully won't be able to find us.
I 100% agree with this statement, says Herc.
Sitlali climbs down the tree. I apologize. I didn't expect that.
what are you
I don't think
apologizing
anybody
for?
expects a troll.
I mean, you might have started it, but you kind of won the fight. So
I didn't expect to start the fight, and now we got to find somewhere to sleep, and now everybody's hurt. And
We didn't start the fire. It was always burned.
Yes,
This
yes, you
world's
did.
a turn. Oh no, I think my Discord froze.
Did.
Oh, no.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Kit wants to look to see if we can find somewhere else to set up camp that's not in this area. So
burning troll blown away. What else do I have to
As you
say?
find folks are recuperating, putting out small fires, gathering your equipment, and regrouping, that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Yay.
Sweet freaking Jesus, guys.
hi.
Well, thank you to anyone out there who may or may not be listening. Rob in specific for hanging about for a bit. We will see you all next week on Dungeons and Dinosaurs when the troll comes back to have revenge upon us. And
Babe, is that the fire? Hold on. Babe, is that the fire alarm? Or is that a car alarm?
There's no fire alarm going off.
the troll's already coming for Sitlali.
I hear a horn out back. I guess it's a. Well, it sounded like our fire alarm, but I wasn't sure. Sorry to interrupt you, Aaron. Go on.
No, it's
No,
cool. It's
there's
just
no
the troll.
fire alarm going on here. Is it still going?
No, it just stopped. We're okay. I think it was a fire alarm. It just sounded like the hallway fire alarm.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
sorry, Aaron. Please
It's
go
cool.
on.
It's literally the troll coming for you. You set him on fire. Now he's setting off all the alarms
say.
as he bashes through the apartments just to get to you.
It was specifically you two
Mm-hmm.
as well
Mm-hmm.
in game, so it makes sense that out of game, the spirit of this troll is going to haunt you out of game.
110%.
I
But
hope I
yes.
don't have terrible dreams.
But yes, so thank you for anybody who's watching tonight. We will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. for Dungeons and Dinosaurs. This Friday is also Dragons, also maybe Dungeons, in which Kat will be playing Nyx, and I will be torturing her characters all night long at 9 p.m. till whatever we fall asleep. And we look forward to seeing you. Have a great night.
I also make
Good
sure to
night.
check out Mommy's YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, that's right, my YouTube channel, where you can see any episodes that you have missed that I upload periodically, aka when my computer feels like uploading stuff. Good night.
Subscribe, follow.
Also check out my DeviantArt and my channel at Sonic Gamer J.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.